All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. Can you guys hear me? We got our warrior to 50. We got the runes we needed to raid with Shobek and the boys. We got some gear. We're looking pretty good on our sod warrior at 50. Sounds much better, right? Yeah, I got a different mic. Got a one of those preamps. Messed with it a bit. Tried to test it a little bit, and I hope it sounds a little better, guys. It was so horrible yesterday. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tactics, good to see you, man. A lot of people. Yeah, so our sod warrior's looking good. We're still. Can you hear a buzzing noise, Tuska, for real? We're still gonna keep going with sod, but the plan all along was to go and roll on this community fresh that Aladar and the boys were making. So they've been on the server for a few weeks now, so I'm a little bit late. But all this talk about Cataclysm, guys. I watched that developer interview that Cric did yesterday. Anybody watch that? And like, I do enjoy sod, man. I do enjoy it. It's fun. I enjoy it. But I also miss regular vanilla, and I also miss dearly just like the culture around regular vanilla and the pride in regular vanilla, and like that's how it all started, right? And I miss that. I miss that old feeling of how the community felt back then from private servers, and obviously it's totally different now. Oh, it's the fire. Yeah, let me turn that off now. Yeah, should be better now. I miss those feelings. And I think we really need an era fresh. I think that's a sore spot in the ecosystem right now. Fresh 29th June, soon TM. That's the Everlook one. Did you? Yeah, it was like some fireplace thing that was running. Is it a little better now? But I'm down to roll on Deviate Delight with these guys. Holy cargoes, you look so good. Nice glow up. Thank you, Disintegrate. Hey, how we doing, Isaac? You're playing on there, Epicurdius? Nice, man. I'm not sure what to play, really. Like a higher pitch trill. Interesting. Is it bad? Like, is it turn the stream off bad? How's it going, YouTube? Let's see what we got in here. We got Nico, Jack, Lone Star. Yeah, we're not doing hardcore. This is regular vanilla on an RP PvP server. Mic is too close. Maybe it's my phone, dude. Could be my phone. My phone being so close. Let me try. Vinkos, Barabi, good to see you. Carter, Cody. It's like a drier running noise level. Okay, let me see something here. Always have audio issues, man. The bane of my existence. I'll add a noise gate. Oh, I think that fixed it. Yo, is that better? Nice. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what to roll. That's the hard part. And think of all the implications. My mind's pretty much in between Warlock and per usual. I could go Warrior, but I've played a lot of Warrior recently just on sod. We have the sod Warrior. Can't go wrong with Brown class and Vanilla. It's kind of comforting to play a version of the game that we really fully understand. Drums of War are calling, man. Some old-fashioned Cataclysm and sod got me kind of weird. No, it's not a hardcore run. We'll just be playing normal vanilla. Horde is ahead of us on Alliance on DD. Get sick. I think we go Hunter though, guys. Hunter, hear me out. Hunter's kind of... Your noise gate is too aggressive, and I think you might need to turn the gain down and move the mic. Community event, or is there an EU one as well? I think it's just NA, right? Maybe this could be better. I'll try noise suppression instead. What's the workout routine look like? I do a class every morning, Monday through Friday. It's like a conditioning, like high volume, high intensity class. Then maybe I lift a little bit in the evening and play a bunch of pickleball. Anyway, guys, I think we want to go Hunter. This Hunter's like very self-reliant class. You can get a lot of your previous yourself. You don't need much gold. You don't need much of anything. You level fast. The bow sounds are kind of relaxing on the way up. You know what I mean? I could go Warlock. I think like I'm a pretty good Warlock and could be multi-dotting all the way up, and that might be kind of fun to watch. But I'm leaning towards Hunter, guys. You're starting a new character? Yeah. I promised all these guys we would play. Sounds good now? Nice, nice. Sorry. What about Shammy? Shammy's a thought. Is this sod? No, this is good old-fashioned 1x vanilla era, baby. I don't know, man. The Cataclysm interview, guys. Anybody feel the same way? It made me feel. Yeah, I was feeling kind of weird with that. We've just. It's just so different now. Like, I don't want to piss on anyone's parade or whatever, but like, it's just crazy to me. Just the team behind it, like where we are, like everyone's full catacoping. Like, it's just so different from how it all started. I didn't watch it TLDR yet. We can talk about it. I was legit just looking for someone starting from level 1. Rogue gets easy gear just from Thrash and Mira's. Thoughts? It's true, but Rogue, you can't really like help the team that much, you know? As a Hunter, at least you can pull, and that's a pretty solid role you can play. I can pull all the raids. You know, I know all the pulls and stuff, so maybe I can help in some way like that. You know, you actually kind of pump pretty hard on Hunter. Like, you can out DPS some of the brown classes, and if people don't have all the gear in the world, like they're very like anti buying gold, and you can't. There might even be a naming convention. I'm not sure for this community fresh, but they're basically treating this like a fresh server. We started classic because we love vanilla. 1x vanilla, no shot. Let's fucking go. Yeah. There isn't. It's mostly just a guild on each faction. Is this era? This is good old fashioned 1x. Give me that slow ass leveling vanilla, boys. This is that shout out to Chronos 2, Chronos 3, Nostalvius, Lights Hope, Elysium, Zethker, fucking Vanilla Gaming, Warmain, Lights Hope shit, man. That NOS shit. Like, this is, we're trying to go back a little bit. You know, there's so much like energy and I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't want to be a doomer on Cataclysm, but it's wild to me that that's where we're at with Classic now. Did you say there's a new wave of the Emirates trying this? Yeah. Yeah, they've been going for a couple weeks now. What do you guys think though? We going Warlock? We going Warrior? Warlock? Hunter? Like, give me so this is a big decision, right? Give me something here. We could go Shaman. I mean, Shaman, you'll be in every group. People are super like excited to have you. It's the bottleneck on Horde. You need more Shamans, you know? I'm not a good Shaman player though. I played some Shaman. But I don't know. I'm a good Hunter. I'm a good Warlock. I'm a good Warrior. I got rank 14 on Warrior. We need to see some brown. Shaman is easy to pick up. Troll Shaman. ASMR bow stream, right? I'm glad you guys are kind of hyped for this. I am too. We need an air refresh though, guys. Like, for real. We need something for the vanilla enjoyers, like, to look forward to and stuff. Sod's in a weird place. I like it. Like, I'm enjoying Sod, but I'm starting to understand why some people are disappointed with it, or they feel like it's, what are they calling it, retail minus or something. I still have high hopes for it, like, is my overall take on it. Like, I'm excited to see the game evolve and develop, and they took a few wild swings, as they said. Cat has got me feeling bricked down though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if people are coping or they're just trying to make a buck, or if they're actually truly excited for Kata. Bruh, I don't know, man. Saw that interview and I'm like, fuck. How is this the same community? It's actually not. I think most people left already by now. Sod Warrior is a discount Watlaka Warrior. I mean, we could go brown class. I mean, again, you guys want to watch some vanilla brown class? It is Giga Chad, you know. I mean, it's gonna be a little rougher to level. It's gonna take us a while. Mage, I don't know if I can play Mage, dog. I have not seen you on Mage. What is brown class? Warrior? Please, Warrior. Troll, Shadow Priest, Horde need Dispels. Enhancer, Hunter for easy leveling. Hunter's always a good choice. Shaman is my vote. Era, brown class all day. I want to see some old school melee weaving on that BT1 orc. Lock. What helps the team the most? Probably Shaman, but the thing is, I suck at Shaman. Like, it's not that I suck, I just haven't played it. Like, it's not a class. Like, I want to be able to play it proficiently for you guys, and kind of, you know, you never know, this might be the last 1x vanilla playthrough I ever do, right? Like, this I want to be able to pilot the class well. Good learning experience. I'm tired of learning shit, man. I'm discovering. I want to get in there and blast, dude. I feel like a fucking noob on side. Priest, I can't play Priest, bro. No way, man. Think I could play Priest? I know Priest though. I'm stuck. How many of you guys are in the same position that you just sit on this? You just sit on this screen for literally hours and you just can't pick. What did we pick? Did we go Alliance even? I still haven't even. I saw Aladar and some of the boys on Horde, so it makes me want to play Horde. And I've been playing a lot of Alliance recently. Your tattoos equal Shaman. Gotta go old school cards on the 1x. I go to Orc Shaman every time. It's easy. I pick Orc Warlock every time. No ally, please. Okay, we're all on the same page. Horde, right? Horde? Horde. No ally, please. I don't think it's Rogue. I mean, it is a PvP server. And I don't know if anyone's PvPing. I have no idea. I think that they have some sort of, like, understanding where not to fuck with each other too much and have, like, structured battles and stuff. I don't know. I'm new to this. But Rogue, kind of... It'd be fun, but... I don't know, bro. Like... You're kind of, like, second place to Warriors endgame. That's not, like, a super populated PvP server. Time for Baron's music. Is there a Discord? I think they have a Discord, yeah. Rogue, that was the first hardcore where Staban killed you, right? No, that was a hunt. That was a warrior, man. Can't worry about endgame already, though. Yo, I'm getting flashbacks to 2020 summer. Boys, I hope this can be, like, a place where the few vanilla enjoyers left can congregate, dude. I know there's another guy, this guy, Greek Wario, who's still streaming Era and stuff. He's basically just, like, spamming, like, GDKPs and stuff, but that's kind of cool to see that. I think Dali is also streaming some, I don't know if it's Sod or Era, but if you remember how this all started, if you kind of want to reject the current vibe right now with Cataclysm, and like, dude, like I don't mean to be a doomer or whatever, like but it's okay to kind of stand up for the version of the game you like, you know, or it's so easy to be like a yes man, right? And just be like, all right, you know, Cataclysm seems all right, I'll play it, the boys are playing, whatever. I feel like a lot of people are in that position, but I still remember the time where we were just so excited to go to bat for vanilla. And yeah, I know we played this game so much, but Dolly's still on the air train. How many was in the server you picked? I'm not sure how many rolled with him, but is there a name for the project, guys? I'm pretty new to it. I just Aladar messaged me the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, we'd love to have you roll here. Maybe it could bring some people to the project." But they're playing on this server called Deviant Delight, and it's an RP server, so you can't. My understanding is there's no layers, and I think you can transfer characters there though. Probably could, but I don't think there's layers. It's kind of like Bloodsail, where it's locked on its own thing. I saw a Reddit post. I know you're doing a new mic, but you seem a little quiet. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. One day we'll figure out the audio. Yo, what up, Raw? Wow, Vanilla Country, roads take me home. Yeah. It's just weird for me to consider Cataclysm classic. Is that weird to say, guys? Like, how is that classic? Wow. How is that the thing that we like wanted so bad? I mean, I struggle with it, right? Because I see both sides. Like, do you want classic to just end and then they don't do Cata, and then it feels kind of more dead of a game because there's no more like investment into it. There's no more future. You know, like in one hand, I'm kind of glad it's coming out because there's still a pulse to the game. There's a roadmap. There's new stuff that they're doing. But at the same time, bro, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Like, some of the leadership spearheading classic right now, it just doesn't feel representative of the original community at all. But maybe the community's changed. It's not Cata, it's not classic, but it's still mic issue, by the way. I low-key want mob classic. After that, I'm done. We need a Gren to save us. Yeah, where's our boy Gren at, dude? Where was he on that interview yesterday? Where was Holly at, man? Holly is kind of a beast after I saw that interview yesterday. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, man. Holiday? Oh, he said on Twitter? Okay. Looks like we're on the same page with going Horde. Gren took a vacation. It's been downhill ever since. I love Holly. She's awesome. Yeah, because Holly has that old school gamer vibe. You know, she's a bit older. She was from the EverQuest era. That like instills confidence and faith and you know, the classic gamers, right? I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I saw the team speaking on it yesterday, and it's like, bro, this is just like some retail wash-ups like they just put on the project or something. Like these are the classic these are the classic gamers like representing us. Like, I don't know, bro. But anyway, I don't want to be too critical. This is how I'm honestly feeling. I watched Ampi talk about EverQuest, those annual fresh reboot servers. Undead best race. We could go undead. That'd be different for me. It is a PvP server. Could go undead lock or something. I never feel quite solid though. Like the only races I feel solid on when I'm playing Horde is Tauren and Orc. Troll, I feel a little. Troll's almost there, you know. Troll is almost there, but Orc and Tauren, I feel solid. Undead, I feel a little sus. Like, I can play it, but I don't feel fully like vested like into my character. Does that make sense? Like, that does matter more than you think. It's not just the aesthetics, the animations. Like, I feel a little flimsy on Undead. Orc Shami. We could just run back summer 2019 and go Warlock, you know. Then we have to deal with the shards issue, man. How many shards you need to farm. Orc, male, warrior. The cool thing though, I mean, if we just went orc warrior, I mean, think of the upsides if we go orc warrior. We have the capability of being top DPS. We can tank everything. This is just straight up era fresh. I mean, era vanilla, right? Like, you have Wind Fury, just living the good life, right? But it also, that's the biggest investment of time. That's the struggle. If you go warrior in vanilla, you're gonna have to sweat a little bit. I don't know how much I'm gonna sweat this server. We're gonna play it. I don't know to what extent yet though. Druid Redemption. Have you tried Hear Me Out Bald Human Male Warrior? Yeah. Oh, it's so tough, man. It's so tough. Orc Warrior's the biggest power move. Vanilla non-sod, yeah. Yo, Cric's in the house. What's good, baby? Cric, I know you're stoked up on Kata. Are you really though, bro? I mean, actually, I think you are. You've always been like kind of like a half retail, half classic gamer, and you've always kept it 100 with that. Like you've been consistent with that from the start. I feel like some people are coping hard though. It's like they got nothing to do. I wouldn't wish warrior leveling on anyone. If you're not going to sweat, it has to be Warlock or Shaman, who both are in high demand and they're taking for buffs. There's some people are just playing because what else? Cataclysm Classic. Cataclysm Classic. That's crazy. Why this server? Is this server the last bastion for era? This is the the community fresh that's going on for a couple weeks. I'm joining a bit late, but yeah, it's on Deviant Delight. You guys are all more than welcome to play. We can try to get a little pulse for vanilla going, guys. All 50 of us left. You know, maybe we can make a little splash and then they do era servers, you know? Yeah, the Aladar one, yeah. They do era fresh. Guys, help me out here. Help me out. Warrior. Okay, we're down to Warrior, Hunter, Warlock. Those are the three. Warrior, Hunter, Warlock. What do we play, man? It's tough, bro. It's tough, man. What are we going to have a good time with? On Hunter, though, like, hear me out. Like, imagine it. Like, we level nice and smooth on Hunter. We hear bow noises the whole time. We're cruising through the Barrens. We can get an armored boar pet from RFK just because it's sick. You know, we could probably get an easy Broken Tooth and all that good shit because it's kind of dead server. And then, you know, we coast on our way up. We get our Devil Sword. We can just go run some Dire Maul tribute runs. Get like 9 pieces of Prebis by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We can go farm our own SGC. We don't have to find any group for SGC. We just go waltz right into BRD. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know everything, dude. Every piece of gear. Just a straight script. The Zeroji arc. Right? Like, we don't need any gold. We can pull it. Like, you can, in the lower level dungeons too. I mean, you can pretty much tank and stuff with your pet. And Hunter, in my opinion, am I right, guys? In vanilla, if you want to have the most bang for your buck, like have the best time with the least effort, Hunter's amazing. You don't even have to rank to 14 or anything. Just go to like 11. Yeah, you just get all of your previous yourself, you know, if you want. You're great at making gold. You never lose your world buffs, bro. Melee weaving Hunter is fun. Yeah. Ooh, or BT1 Orc Warrior is a vibe too, though. Just a good old-fashioned Zug. But we just leveled Warrior as well on Sod. Will this be hardcore? No, we're just playing normal vanilla, man. You gotta sweat, man. This is vanilla, warrior meta and vanilla. Cargos equals Warlock XD. Now I want to play Hunter. Go Hunter, vamos. Yo, Hunter one time. Okay, how about this, guys? We try Hunter, one play session. We'll just see if it's a vibe. I think it will be. Once we hit Barons, imagine the Echayaki pet, man. Maybe we just get a Echayaki pet for the complete lulz. Just to throw it back to 2004 and Barons chat and Chuck Norris jokes and all that. We just go tame Echayaki at like 14. Giga Chad. When that bowstring twang hits, yeah, dude, let's go pick up a Venom Strike real quick. Running around Strangle Thorn with that. What was that line? With that blink out like I'm hunting big game. Venom Strike with a big scope. Go Warrior and tank that shit. I think we try Hunter, boys. We just played Warrior. We just played some Warlock on side, and those are the classes we're gonna play on side. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. If it's boring after one play session, we can course correct. We got all the time in the world. Let me see what add-ons we need though. We got our name too. No ally love. I've been playing a lot of ally recently, dude. That's the thing. Argo's out here pushing me to ruin my life playing WoW again. Sorry, bro. Shit. Survival guide. Or do we go speedrun guide? Survival guide. I like... Actually, we go speedrun guide, right? Speedrun guide. Enable dungeons. All that good stuff. All dungeons. Sure, why not? Yeah, you guys are feel free to join, man. Feel free. It's not hardcore or anything. We're playing on Deviate Delight. Maybe you guys can help explain the project better than me. My understanding is that it's a community fresh. You can't. They don't want people transferring. They don't want people transferring, you know, 60s with existing gear and stuff. Would you like the G invite? Yeah, hell yeah. Invite, bro. All right, my boys, we're back in vanilla. Ooh, we understand everything. I'm not discovering. I know everything. Not discovering. There's nothing to discover. We're just pure vibing in Durthar for the 9 millionth time. In the face of Kata, in the face of all this, dude, just going back to some good old-fashioned vanilla, dude. No explosive rune, fucking... No explosive rune, no Chimera shot. Just that little bow noise. Just that juicy little bow noise. And we're in the guild already. Yeah, it's Deviate Delight. RP... PvP. If you miss vanilla, man, if you still got a little bit of gas in the tank left to play this game, you know, vanilla that is. If you're fiending for air refresh, if the Cataclysm talk has got you feeling kind of weird, man, come through. Something to do for now. You know what I'm saying? I might hit that Everlook fresh when it comes out, to be honest, dog. I just feel like with every push you need like a counter push. Right now there's like a push for Kata and all this, man. Like we need a little pocket of vanilla right now. Is there any server with the Steam in EU? Nah, man, go start one though, bro. Go start one. Hardcore? No, it's not hardcore. This is just normal vanilla. 1x, dude. I'm excited for this slow ass leveling. Where's my XP bar at though? What the heck? We want the slow ass leveling. Yeah, I'm trying to beef. Wifey about to ask me why I'm playing WoW again. Yeah. Nah, I mean, it's the best version of the game, dude. It's so easy to get swept up in quality of life improvements and things. Like, there's so many things that they added to SOD that are great on first glance. Like, it sounds awesome. But then you always have to remind yourself, you know, this quality of life improvement or enhancement is a step away from the original vanilla game design and stuff. And you guys, a lot of you guys are smarter than me. Like, maybe you guys can explain it better, but just the pacing of the vanilla world, how unapologetic it feels, makes it all feel so much bigger, right? Like it just feels like a massive game. It feels like a massive game and a massive world. And it takes forever to level. And you're like dying to play with your friends. You're just hard stuck in the 40s, like just chugging along. But it all contributes towards it. Like, yeah, Deviate Delight, yeah. Deviate Delight. I don't hear clicking, keyboard clicking and stuff. Yeah, I've been working on it, man. Oh, I'm not discovering. I'm not discovering. We're a small community, but we can get a little pocket of vanilla gamers together, right? We still ever look fresh. Still not sure if I'm gonna play that, but realistically, I'll probably play that fresh when it comes out for like a week, and it'll be time well spent. Oh, that beautiful bow noise. So nice. Nice sounds, man. Sounds crisp. Oh, thanks, Vincent. Still not perfect, but we're getting there. Hell yeah. With sod, instead of adding sprinkles to the vanilla, they dump donuts, cake, more ice cream brownies on top, just too much. But I'm telling you, bro, believe me or not, I truly believe that sod was a respectful attempt at creating vanilla plus or whatever. You don't have to call it vanilla plus or whatever, but I promise you, bro, like a lot of people that I met at BlizzCon stuff, they get it. They were here. A lot of those guys, I'm not going to call out names, but they've been there. They played private servers. They watched along with the drama, the highs, the lows. They get it. They love vanilla, and they played the game the whole time. You know? And that's just their best stab at taking they're just taking some crazy stabs to see what happens at vanilla. You think it's a flop, but I think it's a stab at it. You know, they can improve it over time. It could be SOM, it could be SOD, it could be whatever. They're trying, right? I just think what they need to do is just do era freshes as well. I already had the idea of doing an era fresh every Christmas, and it would just reset. But right, like, wouldn't that shut a lot of people up if there was just era freshes and they preserve the game and they show that there's a future and a pulse even for the most original form of the game, and there always will be. Then you can that like sod is my cataclysm. That's like the weird new thing that I'm gonna have an open mind and try, but you still have this comfy old, you know, just regular vanilla game as well. Merry Freshmas would be sick, right? Holiday season.
Go forth to victory. For the Horde.
Nice holiday season. Everybody running around as gnomes together. Be nasty.
Sug strength.
Oh baby, level 3 already.
What can I do?
I don't know, guys. I just think we're small enough of a community as is already. If you're still like a vanilla guy in 2024, like, let's not divide over sod and era. Like, let's have our cake and eat it too with that. Like, let's play sod. Let's also play era. That's just our ecosystem. Like, I do kind of reject Cataclysm as classic, yo. Cataclysm is not classic to me. It's like retail, bro. Like, I mean, Grace was saying the other day that Cataclysm is more like classic than it is retail. That could be true. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what retail's like. I don't play, dude. I just...
Speak, friend. I can do that.
How do you feel about actual vanilla plus with new zones and quests and etc.? I think it could be cool, yeah. It could be cool. I do want a future for the game. I do want, yeah, I do want the future for the game. And I don't know if a future can be like secured for vanilla if it's just era freshes being rerun. Like, think about it that way, guys. If you just run back 1x era and never change it ever, is there really a future for the game? I mean, it'd be kind of fun, but yeah, eventually it will get kind of old and stale, and you need a little break from it. So that's why I like the ecosystem of having sod, where they can try stuff, or you call it SOM, whatever. They can try to iterate on it and see if anything is a big hit, but you also just can play era as well. And that's one thing that's, yeah, Everlook 2.0 next week. Copium 1K launch hype. Heard of Wallcraft? Yeah, I heard of Wallcraft, dude. That guy is like super into it. He's an interesting character. I've talked with him a good amount. For what it's worth, I think when he was part of the team at Everlook when it launched, he was going hard, dude. He was making a lot of good changes. He was working a ton of hours, and they kind of did him dirty. But that was just some drama that was just some private server drama. You can only relive it so many times. Yeah, I don't know, but like for me, like, so I walked away from the game about a year ago, right? Walked away from content, walked away from all of it, and I'm like, dude, I think I'm finally done with this game. I don't think I'm gonna play this game anymore. Always gonna have love for it, always gonna be nostalgic of it. Maybe years from now I'll do a playthrough, just level and stuff, like re-immerse myself in the zones and music. But you know, eventually you miss it, and sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes you need a long break. So for me, it's like I'm either gonna be playing a vanilla server or sod or whatever kind of concoction they have, vanilla plus thing they're trying to come out with, or I'm just not playing, or I'm just not playing the game. I'm watching this narrative unfold of the idea of Cataclysm Classic like a few years ago would have been like it would have just been so like ridiculous to the community, and I'm watching people almost craft their own narratives where it's like, no, I always liked Kata, bro. I always thought Kata was sick. Yeah, Kata was awesome, dude. That was the best thing with PvP. And I'm not sure if they're being disingenuous or if it's real, because for me, like, Kata came out freshman year of college for me, and I did play it, but I wasn't massively successful at it. I didn't like go super hard or anything. I do remember it and spamming arenas, and remember the heroics being kind of annoyingly difficult. But so I don't really have a lot of nostalgia for it. But I'm hearing people saying like, dude, the Kata soundtrack of Cataclysm, dude, amazing, insane, one of the best versions of the game. I don't know, dude. Are they being for real? You gotta remember the people who want Kata Classic are probably people who started during Kata, so it brings them memories of the first time in WoW. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that could be the case, right? Like a Kata babies, and we're just getting older, guys. Like there's multiple new generations of gamers that started playing WoW after us, so I can just only speak on where I'm coming from, you know. Yo, what up, Grills? We're on Deviant Delight. It's an RP PvP server. How long ago did this project start, guys? I want to say it's a couple weeks, because there are some people hitting 60 already, I think. But yeah, this is the first thing that comes to mind. I was talking with Grace, thinking about, oh, maybe we should try to do some kind of vanilla movement, like, you know, a Fresh Wednesday or something, get some pulse for vanilla. But these guys already put in a lot of effort to start this one. You might as well just play with this one. And I know some of the guys playing are just private server guys that go way back, you know, and they're feeling, there's some vanilla gamers and stuff right now that are feeling a bit almost disenfranchised, or yeah, like classic doesn't feel like home to them anymore. Like 1.5 months, some classic. Oh, 1.5 months already. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm late to the party. You guys raiding and stuff yet? Building traction, yeah, so it's on Deviant Delight, man. Just if you guys want to play, come through. I don't think it's that sweaty of a thing. Just come back to the simplicity of vanilla. Like, I'm 100% in the same boat as you, but I get that it's their time to enjoy their nostalgia while we just got 3 separate versions of Classic 2 being vanilla content. It's true, man, but like Classic, those Kata gamers didn't necessarily, you know, spearhead the whole Classic movement, right? Am I right or am I wrong, guys? It was a community thing that started all this. This wasn't in Blizzard's master plan. Like, it literally was that Mark Kern petition, right? And Nostarius and the traction of private servers. Like, that actually happened, right? Are we forgetting that that's like the heritage of like Classic and how it came to be? I don't think it's like private server player propaganda where you're sort of like artificially boosting your own impact on stuff. That's how this came to be. You gotta work for it, Loki. Vanilla gamers have gone so hard for vanilla, we can't just forsake it. Yeah, it's super easy to kind of think like stuff is better.
Not that kind of orc.
The way I think about it too is that even, you know how I've been saying recently, oh man, I played this game too much, I'm burned out of it. And it's true, but then I think to myself, then again, you play like the same freaking class every time. You know, you played Warlock, you played Hunter, you played Warrior. And I guess I played Paladin before too. But, you know, I haven't played Mage, like, ever. I've never mained Mage in Vanilla. Never mained Priest. There's still stuff I haven't done in Vanilla. Now people will just follow streamers, and streamers aim to new expansions because it's free content. Change my mind. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, streamers, especially if you're a full-time streamer, bro, it is what it is. You need to secure the bag. You need to make some money so you can just keep the lights on and keep going, right? So I get that. I don't want to be critical of them for that. But at the same time, bro, it's got to be passion first, like money second at the same time. Like, it feels almost like a bit sellout or something if your heart's really not in it, right? And you're just doing it because just to, you know, check the box or whatever. But I don't know, man. All I know is I just want to play a part. Play my role of just being a vanilla guy and you know, helping to keep that community afloat. You know, there was a time where I would really try to just make an effort and be there for every single vanilla fresh. Any private server that would come out, I would at least try to like make an appearance there. And because I wanted to be known for that, you know, to at least have played like every vanilla private server. That was kind of like a cool thing to be able to say. Oh yeah, what'd you play on? You know, what'd you play on K3, man? What'd you play on? What'd you play on Astarius? What'd you play on Lights Up? Like, what'd you play on Elysium? Just the nature of the beast. People want vanilla more and more now that classic is retail. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what people want. I think a lot of people who were here for 2019 are gone now. What do you guys think? Do you think 95% of the people who played in 2019, they got their nostalgic fix? They probably played for like a year. They probably played till BWL and that was it, and they're gone. It is a different audience now, man. It's much more mixed with like retail. And that original culture that got us here, the people who signed that Mark Kern petition, you guys remember that? Who here? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Mark Kern was one of the main. I don't know exactly his role. I think he was like a Kevin Jordan tier guy. Like he was part of like the original OG squad that like made vanilla. You know, Kevin Jordan made all the classes and talents and stuff. But he made like a petition that you know, we all signed for vanilla servers. No, I'm not done with SOD. I'm gonna keep playing SOD. Like I said, that's my plan. I'm gonna keep playing SOD, and I'm gonna have an open mind with SOD, and I'm gonna go, yeah, yo, this is a Gren and the boys. Like this is their first stab at Vanilla Plus. They're taking some wild swings because they want to have a future for the game. They you know, they realize, we realize that we can't just run it. We can't just keep running back the same content to it forever. Like, I mean, you can, but that's not maybe in the game's best interest and stuff. Like we need to experiment with some stuff. It is kind of cool to feel like there's balance patches and balance changes for vanilla, and that there's a pulse to the game, right? So it's not like people can just be spamming out dead game. But SOD is the, like, you know, I'm gonna try to have an open mind with that, and SOM, but you can also just play like regular vanilla as well. Appreciate both, and that's the classic ecosystem to me. It's hardcore, SOD, or whatever you call that experimental vanilla plus. Let's just call it vanilla plus. Vanilla plus, hardcore, and era fresh. That's a sick little trifecta of content and like a little ecosystem. And if I had to guess, there might be like kind of internal conflict at Blizzard too. Like maybe some people want, you know, I was watching that Cric's interview yesterday, and I was reading between the lines a little bit. They went into the Cata folks were talking about Cataclysm, and the guy, I don't know his name, he was basically saying like, well, we're in an interesting position right now because for the past X amount of time, all the focus has been on hardcore and Season of Discovery, and we love those things, but we're finally starting to get some hype for Cataclysm and all this. And the way he said it, it made me feel that maybe there is that kind of like internal divide where like half the team, their heart, who are just working at Blizzard and doing Classic, their heart's not really that much into it for Cata, right? They're just like, whatever, it makes Bobby some money, we got to do it, all right, dude, we'll fucking make Cata, sure. And the other half maybe is more retail kind of players, and they're more stoked about it. That's just my guess. I don't know if it's true or not. Cat is dead in 3 weeks. They need to do new Classic stuff or Era dies too slowly. They need to do new Classic stuff or Era... Okay, all they need to do, bro, tell me if I'm wrong, they just need to do annual Classic Era Fresh on Christmas, bro. I'm telling you, people would be talking about it well in advance. Maybe they could do 2 servers or something, right? And then at the end of the year, you can take your characters and bring them to other Era realms, right? Like free character transfer or whatever. And it's just like a script, you know. December 25th, what day would it be? What's the best day? Maybe you could do New Year's. New Year's Classic Era Vanilla Fresh. Every year, do that. Then you got your sod stuff. Classic Era Fresh would be the greatest. Yeah. It'd be cool, man. Fresh Era with servers not made of potato. Yeah, let's dream, yo. Let's fantasize for a second, guys. What's the perfect, knowing what we know now, what's the perfect 1x Classic Era Fresh, but don't put any real changes into it, though. Let's think about that. Like, the only things that we're customizing is essentially like the phase timing, right? And you know, what gear is gonna be out on launch, how long is it gonna last, you know, all that type of stuff. Let's even just say the honor system is just as is, unchanged. What's the dream? Like, lick your lips for a second, man. Let's dream about the best fresh possible, dude. Let me think. Let's start from scratch, right? So phase 1. Phase 1, would you guys want honor in phase 1? Remember in Summer 2019 Classic, they didn't have honor right out of the gate? What do you guys think? Personally, I think yes, honor, bro. Let's go honor out of the gate, and don't release ZG too fast because it's gonna like kind of nullify the how good the 14 year is. People are not gonna want to rank that much. I would put ZG coming out a little bit before BWL, like maybe 2 weeks before BWL. Yeah, I mean no ZG for a while. You know what I'm saying? So just have a big. Oh man. Okay, and if I could do one change in vanilla, guess what it would be, guys? One change. I think this is it. I think this is the one change I would want. But it's a small change. It's just tuning up the world a bit. No, not dual spec, not dual spec. Making the world stronger. Like kind of what they did to Everlook and what they're doing with SOD right now. It actually does work in a vanilla environment. Private servers have done that before, and it feels nice, man. You just make the mobs a bit stronger out in the world. But it's not essential to me. I'm just saying if I had like a little personal wish list of what I think would be really cool. Because, man, on a fresh PvP server, and if the mobs are tuned up a little bit and a little bit stronger, who's playing Everlook fresh? You remember how freaking dangerous the world felt? You were literally exhausted being out in the world. You wanted to do dungeons, you wanted to do dungeons not because it was the best XP per hour. No shot. You know why you wanted to do dungeons? To escape. To literally get out of the brutality of the world, because you're just getting hard farmed by little like bull cuts, female dwarf priests, like, and you know, you're just trying to get away from that stuff, and you just get a little reprieve to run this dungeon, and like you feel happy about that. But anyway, back to the original thing. Like, okay, what else? So honor right away. Remember, people were saying that having rank gear out too early is bad. Thoughts on that? I don't know, bro. I think it's kind of fucking good. You gotta remind me why it's bad. I think it's kind of good. And give people a reason to rank. Let that gear be sicko mode. Like, yeah, you know, let these people cook, man. Because what's the alternative is, you know, you know what you could do? You could put the honor system out, and you could basically
Speak, friend. For the Horde.
you could cap like you could cap like the ranks, right? So people couldn't get 14 gear for a certain amount of time. You could do that, but I don't know. Like, I just like regular vanilla as is. I actually like the rank 14 honor system. It's not perfect, but it's fun, and it creates a lot of emergent gameplay. I've only ranked to 14 one time, and I did so under Som, right? So Som was honestly some pussy shit compared to like phase 1 or, you know, phase 2 of 2019 classic, or even before that, like ranking on, you know, Light's Hope and stuff. Like, Som was a bit easier, but even for me that was an insane grind, and it was pretty cool. Like, just the whole emergent gameplay, like ecosystem that the community sets up, and it's like you're playing a different game when you're ranking. So you have the PvEers who are playing their game, and they're raiding, farming the consumables they need. The PvP consumables are like almost entirely different, and your head is in a completely different space. Like, your day-to-day life as someone who's ranking is just totally different. And when I look back on it, it was one of the coolest gaming experiences I've ever had in my life, and that was just Som ranking, you know. Yeah, cap it at rank 10 or something until tier 2. Yeah, so that'd be an option too. But I'm telling you, the vanilla world, we all love. Put some hearts in the chat if you love the vanilla world. Like, the vanilla world is goated. I don't care if you're literally the sweatiest player ever and you love being in raids spamming GDKPs. You can try to like pretend like you don't and try to act all cool. I know you love the world. We all love the world. Like, you're a nerd, dude. Like, we all love this world. It's amazing. Like, we just like being out in the world and killing stuff. Like, when the world is buffed and they make everything stronger, it just feels better. It feels better. I remember Wall on Everlook. He went into the Mangos core, the whatever that shit's called, like, and he was like tweaking mob values, just kind of going vigilante mode and making and some of the team didn't like that he was kind of making so many changes to the DB and increasing armor values of certain mobs or whatever. And I can see their point that maybe they just wanted to stay true to original vanilla, but the world definitely felt really dangerous on Everlook, and we got a really good taste of like what it looks like when your normal mobs in STV, like the gorillas and stuff, are stronger, and I liked it. Yeah, I fucking love you. That's what I love. Yo, what up, Bobby? Good to see you, bro. We got a lot of people watching, man. Got a lot of people. We still got some people who remember the good times in here, bro. It's life hope values, but he did some custom stuff though. Traxy, he was doing some custom stuff, and they didn't like that. Like, I'm trying to remember the main guy behind Everlook. I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, there's a lot of drama with that guy too, and you know, Wall's got a couple screws loose. So, I mean, I talked with him a good amount. It's much love if he ever hears from this, whatever. Like, I got some screws loose too, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I had fun on Everlook, and then that server fucking, yeah, it went to shit. Yeah, White Kidney. Yeah, that's it. It was White Kidney. Yeah. Oh my god. The private server days were kind of fun though. Does anybody remember those like private server news videos that they would do? These super low production value meme-y like little videos on the drama in private server world. I remember Muffin Man, dude. Oh, fucking, I don't know if that guy's still playing. If you don't have some screws loose to even play vanilla, true. I mean, there's no denying Wall loves vanilla. He literally created his own custom version of vanilla, like super high effort, try hard, like did everything himself. So, yeah. I only play retail now and push M+. Did some SOD, and it was nice seeing. It was so nice and relaxing and so much less toxic. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like, no disrespect to the retail players. Like, I honestly, no disrespect. We're all WoW players at the end of the day. But like I said, we're cut from different cloths, right? Like, we just, in some ways, like different things. And like, I just miss a community that would go to bat for vanilla and just believe in vanilla as like a really good game, and not like sort of think it's so dead or boring or like completely figured out and stuff, and basically just remember what was so dope about vanilla and want to preserve it. And I don't know, maybe that exists more than I see, but I just see a classic community now that just feels totally alien to me. I wish I could have played original vanilla. TWA has 5 servers in Southeast Asia, 5 K-pop on each. Wow. Wow. I thought it was just 1 server. It def does exist. Yeah. Everlook got 20k people on Discord. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, they did some stuff wrong with Everlook. Like, I do think the name was too soft. The branding was a little bit too soft. You know, if there was a private server that was going to launch, it should be called like Nost Reborn or Nost 2 or something, you know, like somehow get the original team just to give their blessing or something, right? And then the servers make it like a kind of edgy name, like Burning Steps or something, just something with a little bit of spice to it, right? A little bit of something to lash onto, you know? And, you know, just go... Oh shit, I just realized I had surfacing this whole time, kind of trolling. Now you have Starfall. Is that what the new fresh is called? Starfall? Yeah. Era fresh, man. Can we start another petition or something? I think they're gonna do it though. What do you guys think? You think Era fresh is coming? They know. They know there's like some demand for it. They won't. Not anytime soon. Unfortunately, I think it's SOD too. I mean, we'll have that too. Like, that's what I'm saying. We can have SOD and we can have Aerofresh. And we'll have hardcore realms. There should be like a roadmap for hardcore as well, where they can reset one of the servers as well. Fresh is a beautiful thing, and I honestly think it's one of the main things that differentiates classic gamers from retail gamers, right or wrong. In retail, does the concept of fresh really exist? I don't think it does. I think it's a completely alien concept. They don't really run back servers in retail, is my understanding. It is a unique thing about classic gamers that they like fresh. They like fresh in the bottle. They enjoy that feeling of going again. The excitement of a new server, new communities. What are you going to roll this time? And you view WoW in like a slightly different way. It's like more of a repeatable thing, like a repeatable game, like a really extended game of Dota or League or something in a way. It's not purely just that though, right? Because there still is some attachment to your character. There's no denying that, but that's one of the things that, again, like with vanilla and the private server scene leading up, that was one of our like core, like almost like cultural things and Blizzard got on board with it a lot. Remember at the start of Classic, they didn't really want to do fresh servers. They thought that it was, the idea of consolidating servers was really, really bad, and they've come full circle on that. If you look at how many servers they've launched in a short period of time, fresh should be every 2.5 years. I think that's too long, bro. I honestly think the fresh should be, if it was to my personal taste, it would be a 1-year roadmap. 1 year. And that's for multiple reasons, because basically every vanilla server is kind of the same. By the time even BWL comes, you lose a lot of players. And then by the end of BWL, when AQ is out, it doesn't feel like there's that many players left, honestly. By the time AQ is out, like they're already fried. So getting more of the people on a server to get into AQ and Nax, I think would be a good move. And it's not like the server shuts down after that. It's like it's a 1-year roadmap, and then after that, you can transfer your character to one of the actual popping like existing era servers, like a Cric or something like. And then you can go at your own pace there, right? And just continue on there. But like I said, the idea of fresh is very unique and core to to me to classic and vanilla and all this, right? So like having that part of the ecosystem, I think is good. Is good. Did you get a new mic? Shit sounds clean today. Thanks, bro. I did get a new mic, yeah. Oh, we're gonna log out, skip. Okay. I know it's absolute heresy, but I love Ascension because of so many fresh restarts. Yeah, I didn't really play Ascension, but sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. I've just been kind of like word vomiting right now. Hopefully, some of the stuff I say makes sense. Hopefully, some of the stuff I'm saying resonates with some of you guys, and some of you guys remember how this all fucking started, man. Some of you guys remember the announcement in 2017, the build-up before it, Blizzard shutting down NOS servers, Mark Kern's petition, the private servers that we played along the way, and how we all got here, bro. Like, and now Cataclysm Classic is on the horizon, man. I'm not sure what to make of it. Cataclysm Classic, bro. We're gonna get Mob Classic for sure. We might get WAD Classic. It's okay. Like I'm not calling for the shutdown of that type of stuff. Like I just need a refresh. You cannot lose sight of your roots, man. Yeah, I mean our root. What happened to no changes too? Is anybody still no changes? I don't know if I'm no changes. I don't like I said, I don't think I'm no changes because I'm cool with SOD. Like I think it's cool that they're trying to create a future for the game, and there is a path forward where you can have your cake and eat it too. You can't just keep running back the same version of the game forever. You can, but you're gonna need long breaks in between to not burn yourself out. Blah 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 blah. So
What do you need?
I'm no changes when it comes to the era servers, right? How about that? No changes when it comes to just regular OG era servers, 1x. No changes with that. Changes with SOD or whatever. Even on era, you have changes like debuff slots. What do you mean? No, I mean there is no changes. That's still 16 debuff slot, right? You mean instead of 8? 8 debuff slots kind of weird though. Instead of 8, is this SOD or classic? This is classic OG. This is 1x slow as fuck leveling, like a fine wine that you sip from a nice glass. Like weird. This is just the original version of the game. The original, with the simple talents and skills, no runes, no XP buff. Oh, we heart the Valley Trails, okay. The best pacing, they removed batching from Era 2. Ooh, yeah, that's that. Okay, tactics really get into some interesting stuff though. 400 millisecond batching. It's so funny. We can say no changes with the original version of the game, but I bet you everyone is cool with the batching changes. Because you guys remember that? When they first announced that they were going to do 400 millisecond batching, do you remember how excited everyone was, myself included? I made a video that has not aged well. I can go back and watch it and cringe right now. Like, the people were stoked about the 400 millisecond batching. What's batching? Batching is like basically the game
What do you need?
processes all the skills and abilities and stuff that you use every like half second. So like 400 milliseconds, right? Well, that's how it was with this, right? So it would basically cause this kind of almost like fake lag, which would create some cool interactions where you can
How you doing, man?
you know, you can blink through stuff or ice block stuff, but PvPers quickly hated it.
Stay away from the voodoo.
The server worked on 400 ping basically. Yeah. Should they touch mage boosting too? Ooh, man. Out here asking the questions. I mean, that's not so much a change to the game though. Is that copium, guys? Like, that's not a change to the game. That's like a policy outside of the game. You know, they could basically ban mage boosting and it's still no changes, right? Still no changes. They just banned mage boosting. But I don't know. I mean, ban mage boosting. Ban mage boosting? Do we ban the summoning networks as well? Ban GDKP? Man, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. That's above my freaking pay grade, man. People love GDKPs. Some people love mage boosting. That's part of the stuff you can do in vanilla, man. You know, there are leveling Andes who play vanilla, and they love to level the good old-fashioned way and get out there. But there's also a lot of people who love vanilla are like, they can't stand leveling, and their enjoyment from the game is raiding and GDKPs, and they love that portion of the game. They can't stand leveling, and they just want to boost their way through, right? But these people do truly love the game. Yo, Copper Diamante with the Prime. Thank you very much for the 2 months. That's the first sub of the stream. I appreciate it very much, man. You gonna play Starfall Fresh? I think I'll play it for a week or two, man. GDKPs are just gold buying laundry. Yeah, it's true, but that's the way she goes, man. A lot of people buy gold. A lot of people enjoy the game with gold buying in the game and GDKPs in place, and that's part of the game. You know, do you ban it? I'm not sure. In my perfect version of WoW, my perfect version of vanilla WoW, would you ban GDKPs? In the perfect version, there would be basically you would get permabanned for buying gold, and they would just permaban you, and that would be scary enough that it would take a lot of people away from buying it. Like, people wouldn't buy it because it's just not worth the risk, you know. And then basically you could do GDKPs, and they had, you know, real GMs in game and stuff like that. Boosting ruins the game's integrity. Skill based doesn't justify it. It's kind of true though, man. Like, I'm playing on SOD right now, and there's tons of boosting. You can boost the whole way up, and like, my favorite part of SOD right now is just the cool runes and new abilities and how combat feels, and just straight Dynasty Warriors just carving your way through everything, and it feels good being out in the open world. But it's not the most efficient way to level, you know? You should be doing incursions, which is just running around on your mount, right, and clicking stuff, or you should be boosting. So I feel you on that. So the GDKP people versus the levelers, you can say they're also cut from different cloths. Yeah, it's true. So what do you guys think about that? If there is an era fresh, okay guys, era fresh, faction balance 50-50 like what they did in SOD, and ban GDKPs. Yes or no? Do you want that forced 50-50? But those are like, no, you say no changes, but that is still like no changes. Those are like policies, right? Those are like policies. I feel like you can still be no changes.
Bye bye now.
Era is living on GDKPs.
Hello, man. Spirits be with ya, man.
I think I might need arrows.
How you doing, man?
Can we buy the bow too? 220. Oh, we barely can't buy it. 285. Let's kill a couple things. Faction balance, ban GDKPs, disable 59 and under grouping with 60s for instances. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's kind of fun to think about though. A fresh vanilla PvP server. Equal factions because it's kind of forced. Honor on launch. Banned GDKPs. Just like they did on SOD. No mage boosting. And it's not because they added in not because they added in the same mechanics from SOM that, you know, after X amount of time, like, the mage gets one clap. It's more of just like a policy, like you're not allowed to. Interesting to think about. Is that the experience we need right now? And wow, guys, is that just what the doctor ordered right now? Fresh vanilla, no GDKPs, I'm stuck on the no GKPs though, man. I think that there's a world that might be really bad at the same time. That's one of the people's favorite things in this game. You know, there's a lot of vanilla Andes that straight up just swipe and do GKPs and they fucking love it, and that they literally love vanilla, like it's their favorite version. And they're the people who organize the GDKPs and do their like try hard spreadsheets, and everybody has a job, and like you have big payouts, like, and the kind of like culture around that, and like getting a spot in it, like in the GDKP you have buyers, you know, you have carries. Fully removing that, oof. And that's going to make it so PvPers can get the gear they need as well. People who are ranking, they can come in and just go snag an OEB from my GDKP. Is that really so bad? Our Grand loves GDKP too. He even said he would consider adding it as a loot system in game. Pull up on Fresh Era. Would you want XP boost? Oh, bro. You think you want XP boost? No, we're going 1x, right? Because we've had a lot of XP boosts. It's not like we're down bad for XP. Like we just had some XP boosts. Right. That's part of going back, baby. That's part of going back. Like you're gonna get there eventually, you know? It's just about making that leveling experience in the first few weeks of Fresh. Like make that as long as possible and as fun as possible. Am I right? Dude, first 2-3 weeks of a Fresh PvP server on vanilla. I mean, oh my god, it's so fun. Make that pre-bis grind, make the leveling portion almost as long as possible, and in a way, it sounds kind of sick, as painful as possible in a way, like have everybody have to go through it, you know? Does the game feel better, guys, when you feel like everyone has to earn it? Getting to 60, when getting to 60 feels like it's an accomplishment, and you feel like a super massive relief when it's done. That's the best. Like right now on SOD, dude, you can just straight up AFK to 50 and get there in like 2 days, and that kind of takes the wind out of my sails a little bit. You can just pretty much boost the entire way. Man, I'm thinking out loud here, but the forced faction balance, I feel pretty good about. The ban GDKPs, I don't know if I feel good about that. I think you leave the GDKPs in, maybe. Thoughts on layering though? Thoughts on layering, boys? Or versus dynamic respawns? Fuck layers, no layers ruins immersions. But then you're gonna need more servers, bro. I guess you could have dynamics though. That's what private servers did for years. They just cranked the dynamics up on everything, and the world feels more alive, and there's lines and stuff like that, and that's okay too. What are the other downsides though again? Like why did they insist on having layers again? It's just so they could fit more people into a server, right? Is my understanding. Welcome to Vanilla Fresh, man. People are so nice here. Yeah, we're on Deviant Delight, guys. If you're looking for a place to play just on the side, you know, you're playing Cat, you're playing SOD, whatever, but if you're fiending just to just get a small sliver of that good old-fashioned vanilla, man, come through. It's in my mind like the only fresh movement I see going on right now here, so just want to taste the fresh. Yeah, even this is kind of like a fake fresh, community fresh, whatever, bro. It's still better than nothing. Do some dungeons. The queue times were like 2 to 3 hours before they added more layers. Ooh, I do remember though, bro. On private servers, sometimes there, I mean, all the time there would be long queues, and you have to factor that in, especially on fresh, bro. I remember on one of the Elysium freshes, like, you could not log out. Like if you logged out, it was over, man. It was over. It was gonna take you too long to get back in, so you'd have to find like little ways to keep your character moving. I remember Grizzly was like the fastest leveling guild on the Alliance side on there, and they never logged off. They found some way. Hey, what's up, Vamps? Yeah, man. Good to be here. Too bad Era feels like a single player game. Oh, yeah, you got me fantasizing. 1x, Era fresh. GDKP is okay. Faction balance, yes. Mage boosting, no. No mage boosting. Honor out on launch. How long before ZG and BWL? Is it? And just that MC grind, it's the perfect amount, man. Couple months, right? Maybe 2 months. Just popped in. Is this HC? What server? We're on Deviate Delight, buddy. By the way, you've been meaning to mention your go live message still says HC holidays begin today. Death equals delete. May want to edit that? Yeah. Or we just leave it there for the meme. I don't even know how to edit it. 4 months till BWL, 6 till ZG. You want BWL out before ZG? I was thinking that ZG would come out a little bit before, like 2 weeks. By the way, stream feels way better today because of good audio. Feels good, man. I really think we need consistent seasons like Diablo. Consistent seasons. Yeah. Just even in an, like I said, on an annual basis, bro. I remember waking up and being and remote desktoping into queue, then waking up being in. All good times, yeah. Remote desktop strat. What do you mean good audio? You don't hear that noise? Whatever noise you're hearing, bro, it's way better than yesterday. My stream audio has been rough recently. But yo, thanks for chilling, guys. We have a lot of people here watching today. It's really nice. Really, really good to see. Yo, put a 1 in the chat right now if you would rather have vanilla fresh and no cataclysm. Like you're trading up cataclysm right now. You can make a deal with the devil, and no more cataclysm. Doesn't it gets nixed, deleted. 2 if you want, 2 if you want cataclysm and era fresh. Oh wait, that no, hold on, that doesn't make sense. It has to be kind of a balanced thing. 2 if you just want cataclysm classic. If you want cataclysm classic, then it's better to you than just like that. Sorry. Oh god. Can I delete retail as well? Yeah, it's good to see it though. We still got some vanilla gamers in the house, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. Personally, I do, but Kata doesn't affect it, so it feels like I'd just be doing those to. I know we're just fantasizing, bro. It's just a hypothetical, you know. But to be honest, it's kind of refreshing to hear, because I'm just hearing a lot of Cataclysm cope these days, bro. Like, are these people really into it? Like, are they into it? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm tripping. It's like they brewed up some strong ass Kool-Aid, man. People are just chugging it down like a fire hose. Cat lick all hype, cat lick all hype. Goblins, workings. You're just watching a lot of Grays? Yeah, even my boy Grays, full in the cat. I think my theory is, though, with Grays is that he's just played, you know, he's been here Assad the whole time. He's played this game so much. The cat is kind of refreshing for him. Oh, Warlord Colcanis. Good old Warlord Colcanis on classic era. Like the first rare guy that you see when you're like a little kid playing this game. And oh boy, that's awesome. We get to kill Warlord Colcanis. The original. The one and only. Oh, he's so strong. You need to remember they did AC straight into Sod. Yeah. So I think if you've been playing this whole time, oh, look at this camaraderie, guys. Look at this vanilla WoW camaraderie. My fellow Zug helping me out. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So if you played HC servers like crazy, and then you played SOD all the phases, you just might be fried on vanilla for a bit, and that's why like my position is a little weird because I just walked away from the game for a while, for like a year. So of course like vanilla is what called me back to the scene. It's not Kata or anything like that. But I think we're close. I think we're close to having the ideal ecosystem. We just need a schedule for Classic Era Fresh. Maybe they could do like some polls of the community to see what people would want out of an Era Fresh. Build some hype around it, right? Maybe like a Gren or some of the or Holly, right? They do like a live stream where they're talking about their thoughts on a vanilla fresh or whatever. Because there are some questions, clearly, we're in the chat right now talking about it. There are some questions we can answer to like customize the server a little bit, create our own like proprietary blend that is still no changes, but is reflective of what the community would want in 2024. You know, is it possible we could create a version of vanilla that's like even better, like more optimized than the 2019 one? That's more set up for fun. Fresh every 1.5 years would be fire. Yeah, no, we're gonna intentionally kill ourselves on this. Yeah, it just teleports you a bit closer. I think it's 1 year. What do you guys think? You guys really think 1.5 years? Vote right now, man. Perfect vanilla timeline. Think about it though, guys. How many people don't make it to BWL? How many people don't make it to AQ? That's usually me. I usually don't make it to AQ, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I usually get to BWL and I get fried, and then there's another fresh or something. You know? Like then you then for me, then you come back way later at the end of the game once everyone's there and you go do AQ and Axe with like an existing guild. You really want 1.5? You really want 2 in 2024? You think the pacing's good? Can you get that Blizzard license for vanilla? Would be insane. If I could, bro, I would go fund a vanilla private server right now and make it the best one ever, bro. If it was possible, but it's not possible. And make it the best one ever. Get the best developers and actually like make it amazing, right? Like. But that's just not real life. 1 year on Christmas sounds good. Yeah, man. I think 1 year is the play. I think 1 year is gonna keep people's head in the game. That they're gonna make it. Like the pacing, it's not gonna be like. Okay, let me ask you, chat. What did it for you? What burned you out of vanilla in 2019? If you burned out of it at all. Maybe some of you just made it all the way through Giga Chad, like no breaks, all the way to Nax, same guild. What did it for you, man?
Spirits be with you, man.
My guess is it just took so long, dude. Like, just sitting in, you know, raid logging MC every week, then BWL MC every week, making through all of that, like, such a long period of time. I think that's what gets most people. 90% of my friends didn't even make it 60. World buffs, raid logging because of world buffs. Max consumers were taxing lost people in my guild to it. TBC came out and I was forced to not play Classic anymore. So not many of you, actually, maybe that's just me, or some of you just aren't talking about it. But like, it's a grind, man. It's a long period of time when you're raid logging and you have perfect attendance for months and months, doing the same content. It makes you want to take a break after a while. And a lot of people just get lost to that break and don't come back. IRL is the reason most people quit. LOL, it's a time commitment. Yeah, but with a year pacing, the other thing to think about is, do you want to see a rank 14 PvP honor system with no decay? No decay. So it wouldn't be as punishing, and it would allow players to run the brackets in a more empowered way. Does that make sense? By having no decay, you can basically, you can run the brackets better with more consistency. But that is a change, so I'm down without that at all. Like, I'm just saying, just makes you want to think about it. Because like as it is right now, the rank 14 PvP system is really cool. But it has its issues. Like, it's kind of toxic. Not everybody can rank out, right? Some people just never make it. So the brackets are like too punishing. Dishonorable kills. Yeah. Decay without D rank. Oh, interesting. That is an interesting thought. But I'm down to just nix that whole conversation, right? Because I'm honestly fine with just the regular rank 14 PvP system. I already know Bobka's ready to go. He's gonna do it all over again in rank. Who here finds it fun? The ranking in vanilla. Honestly, I found it fun in Psalm. Like, it was hard in Psalm, so like it's different from regular. So maybe 2019 was just way more brutal, but you could even just rank up to 11 or 12 and not go all the way, right? It's just that's when it starts getting crazy. It has its moments, yeah. 2019 was 100 times worse than Psalm. Yeah. That's why maybe I can't speak on it perfectly. I mean, Psalm was a grind. Like, I was awake, actively PvPing for probably 18 hours a day. I don't think it was 20, but I think it was about 18 hours for like on the bracket 1 weeks. And I had to do it like 3 or 4 weeks in a row because I missed it just by a little bit. So I don't know how much worse it can get. Are you doing the solo self-found? No, we're just playing normal vanilla, man. Normal vanilla here on DV Delight. It was fun because I'm a casual, so I didn't get too burned out from it. But the thing is, too, this second time around, guys, if you were to play vanilla again, are you changing your class? What class are you going this time? I think a lot of people will pick a better class for them. And that's more in line with the amount of time they have to play. You know? They're going to know. Maybe you played a class that wasn't that meta, you went Warlock in 2019, you're like, fuck, I really want to pump and just feel what it's like to be like the best, right? The top of the meters, tanking, Giga Chad, top DPS and tanking, running my own GDKPs, blasting, being that dude. Then you go Warrior this time, and you know that you have to sweat, right? Or maybe you're like, nah, I already sweat so much like before, not worth it, man. Like, I just want to play casually but still get to experience everything. All right, you go Hunter. You go Hunter or Mage. Mage is a good life, man. You go Hunter or Mage. So people this time around would pick like the right class for them. I'd probably go Hunter, man. It'd be between Hunter and Warlock, Hunter and Warrior. You know, everyone wants to drive the Lamborghini, right? In vanilla, but not a lot of Warriors even make it to 60. If you make it to 60, like, you're gonna need to get in line for weapons and fight for those weapons and be able to perform in a capacity where like the guild's actually gonna give you weapons. You got a rank too, dude. Some guilds, if you play brown class in vanilla, a lot of guilds require you. Okay, maybe the really sweaty ones would require 14 weapons. That might be too much, but I would say most guilds require 12. So you're ranking to 12, baby. If you're going brown class, you're ranking to 12. If you're playing Warrior and you didn't rank to 12, you're kind of a pega, right? It is what it is. You have to factor that in. You have to factor that in if you're going brown class. That your ass is ranking to 12, bro. Hunter is a blast, but doesn't Hunter fall off hard late game? Not really, man. I mean, I never really played in like the super giga omega sweater guilds, like all the way speedrun type guilds. I was always decent at parsing and stuff, but in my experience, Hunters can do really well throughout the game, and it's mainly because you don't lose your world buffs. It's way harder because you can just feign and save them all, right? And there's always going to be some brown class players that are just not that good. How many of you had rank 14 warriors in your guild that were kind of dog shit, like literally blue parsing and stuff, like with 14 weapons? And they're like night elf or something, you know, like, or some random thing. Like that you can do better than warriors. You know, a lot of times people think about things only at the super highest, you know, onslaught and apes kind of level and stuff. But Hunter, in my experience, bro, it feels strong. It's good. And it's easy to gear. And it's chill. Being a hunter is chill, dude. The hunter core in your raid, it's a couple of you guys. You can just figure out who wants to get what first. It's like really simple. The warriors are at each other's throats. Someone gets onslaught girdle and the other warriors think they're not this. It happened to me. Because you know what happened to me? I went warrior second. I went hunter first, leveled really fast, and then once I had my hunter all set up, I swapped to warrior. That pisses a lot of warriors off because now you're a new warrior and you're getting onslaught girdle. But I was performing, right? I was doing better. I had more DPS and stuff. Like, but it's savage as a warrior. That's what I'm saying. So like, that's the cool thing about vanilla. I don't know if it's like that in other versions of the game, where there's a downside. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're gonna play warrior and play, you know, be the Lamborghini class, like, it's gonna be a stressful ride. Hello, I was gonna roll a mage here. Do you know if berserking works with blizzard? Yeah, it should. Should increase it a little bit. Do you melee weave? I do, yeah. I can do it right now if you want. I feel like I've been doing it a bit, but just not. I'm not like super focused. Check in with you. Every class has a different experience for sure. Yeah. So what class are you guys going? If you had to do it all over again. All over again. Classic Fresh comes out. Okay. Would we want it on Christmas? Would we want it in summer? Late summer? Man, fall? We're just fantasizing. Fall Classic Fresh, and they announce it. There's server selection, all that. What are you guys going? You guys going Horde or Alliance? Horde or Alliance? Who has it easier? What's the better faction? Honestly, I hate to say it, Alliance kind of way better, dude. I love my Zug Zugs. I think Orcs are sick, but Alliance is easier. It's more chill. Alliance kind of goated. Kind of sick Iron Forge though. I'm not gonna lie. Can't complete with blessings. Sorry, Horde. Not sorry. Yeah. Like just with threat, dude. Salvation paladins are just absolutely cracked. Like, just the sharpening stones and all that. Is guy dead? Guy's dead. I think Alliance has it easier. And gun to my head. Alliance stronger just in general in PvE, right? But PvP though, that's the cool thing about vanilla, man. That's the cool. Horde stronger in PvP, right? They just are, dog. Like, Ellie Shaman is correct. I'm surprised more of you aren't saying Ellie Shaman. Ellie Shaman is honestly like final form community discovery of like how insane vanilla PvP can be. Ellie Shaman popping lips like crazy is absolutely insane in vanilla. They're so scary, man. Ellie Shaman's the strongest class overall. Dude, I kind of agree. Shamans are insane. They are truly insane. I honestly think they're the strongest class too. If you have an Oiler Ellie Shaman who's not scared to, you know, to just swipe and buy tons of lips and stuff, oh my god. Pompiro. It's alright. Ellie Shaman though can just basically Pompiro you like every few seconds. They just one tap you. You just get one tapped. A part of me would actually want to go Ellie Shaman. Just so I can see how it feels. Yeah. Unless you are really coordinated on Alliance, like in Warsong, and you go out there and everyone is like gamers and they know not to overextend perfectly, it is so easy to just get clapped by Shamans in mid. And the other thing about Horde, why it's so good in regular vanilla, is just the offensive dispel too. Offensive dispel is so important for like killing the flag carrier. And Horde and Alliance only has Priest. That's so cool though when I think about it. Alliance is stronger in PvE in vanilla, generally speaking, and Horde stronger in PvP. I do believe that. Yeah, the trade-off is having the level of Shaman kicked up. Is this hardcore? No, we're just playing good old-fashioned back-at-the-box vanilla WoW, brother. On Deviate Delight, RP PvP. OG Jeffrey just joined? No way. Oh, cool. Another guy. I'm playing. Oh, and he's in the chat too. What's up, baby? Hell yeah. You know, it's PvP server, bro. PvP server. I don't know how many people are going to be out there, but let me invite this guy. Let me see if he accepts. Let's get it, buddy. Oh, yeah. What a friendly vanilla WoW gamer. Vanilla WoW enjoyer. This is so fun, guys. I'm not discovering. I'm not discovering. Calm. Calm. Where are we going? We kill downstairs. He even talks like an orc. Going to box upstairs, bruh. Yo, what's up, man? What would you play on Alliance for PvP? What would you play on Alliance for PvP? In good old-fashioned vanilla WoW? Alliance PvP. Alliance PvP. To be honest, bro, female dwarf priest. Pretty strong. I mean, priests are just really strong in vanilla, bro. Actually, sorry. Probably. Yo, priest is so good though, man. For real. Perception is insane in vanilla as well. Like TBC made us realize how good perception is in vanilla. Like even in private servers, people were sleeping on it. It's crazy in vanilla. And obviously dwarf is just insane, right? Like how long before you talk Graze into rolling era? Oh, I don't know, dude. He's cat like a hyped out of his gourd right now. Think he's gonna go back to era? Female no more flex. You'd be surprised, yeah. On the recent vanilla freshes on private servers, everyone's rolling dwarf, man. I've seen it change over time. There was like a whole phase where everybody was going gnome. Now it's dwarf. BT2 dwarf is the default. Not discovering, not mastering. Yeah, I mean, the overall experience as a human warrior though is legit in vanilla. It's super fun too. Obviously, being a warrior is great. Super fun. Getting that nice weapon skill. You get perception as well. But you know why vanilla is so fun though, man? If you do roll warrior and you get sick gear, I'm pretty sure it's the only version of the game, correct me if I'm wrong, where you can tank, be the main tank, and also be top DPS. That's wild. I don't think that has ever happened ever again. Top DPS and you're tanking. Isn't that sick? Like, you are that dude. That happened to me. I was like that when I got my 14 gear, because I got it like kind of early-ish. You know, so you just go do like a ZG or whatever, or you do MC, and you're tanking. You're just sitting in berserker stance like a freaking Giga Chad, just in your like half leather gear, and you're just top DPS and tanking. So fun. Literal gods, yeah. Sod right now I tank in glad stance and top DPS. Oh yeah, I heard about it today. I actually watched a guide by Alondo today about Sod Warrior, and he was explaining all the different specs, and I was surprised that the Gladiator Warrior is pretty much like a top tier. You won't be in Zerker stance and raids though. You are if you're a little greedy goblin though. You can. That's final form. If your gear's good enough, you can do it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you had tanks that did that. They got good enough gear that they didn't even need Defiance, bro. They didn't even need it. They were just so Giga Chad with consumables and everything. They were that yoked out of their mind that like just their bloodthirst are just fucking blocking out the sun. Yeah, exactly. You brute forced it. That's the cool thing about this game, bro. That's vanilla for you, man. Brute force, dude. Because you get more rage than the other warriors, right? And it can be a little bit spiky, and it is greedy. But I had a tank in Psalm, And he was like that. He was all about like, you know, tank parsing and stuff, and to almost to a fault. But I just watched all the strategies he would use. That was fun. Yeah. Fem Dwarf Priest is what I want to roll. Mop Tanks did that? Oh, really? The amount of mad scientist shit you can come up with in vanilla with each class is crazy, bro. I know, man. It's balanced. Vanilla World of Warcraft is balanced, right, guys? Is that a hot take? It is, man. It just is, but it's in different ways. It's in ways you wouldn't think. Like, you think of quality of life. You think about the totality of everything you can do with the classes. It's not just straight up like PvE DPS is what I'm thinking about. You have to think about just everything. PvP, solo world PvP, group PvP, you're rolling like a pre-made, gold farming methods, how easy the gear is to get, you know, how many balanced around warriors. Kinda, I mean, yeah, I mean, the comps are optimized for melee and physical damage 100%. But like I said, like I pointed out before, warrior isn't the most, it isn't, it's almost like, it's like a Hollywood actor life. Like, it looks perfect, but if you actually are playing warrior, you realize that it's harder than you think. Like, what are the downsides of playing warrior, bro? Your bags permanently full. You never have inventory ever again. You pretty much can't play your warrior. Your warrior is a Lamborghini that you keep in the garage, and you take it out when it's time to drive, and like it's perfect roads and everything like that. It's not your daily driver. Like, there's no shot. Like, you have no inventory space. You need some other workhorse class. Like, you need like a mage or a hunter on the side or something. Like, it's just you have no inventory. Like I said, it's the most competitive for gear. You need to rank to 12. Why no inventory space? Because you have all your gear in your bag. Because you need like a lot of different gear. The balance is less melee focused on ally. Mages go harder there. Yeah, it's true. Mages, once they switch to fire, right? What class has the best quality of life in vanilla, though? Probably, if I had to guess, mage. The fact that they can keep up with the melee, and it's a way less hard road to get there, and they make sicko gold, and they're pretty easy to level. They're pretty much like the fastest to level. There is a line of reasoning that blue class is the best. Porting around. Right? But that's the cool thing, though, guys. Like, we were just talking about how good Shaman is, right? Like, Shaman is so good too. Vanilla is balanced, my dudes. Ellie Shaman is cracked. And then Shamans are the bottleneck on Horde. Like, you're the most important class. If you're a Shaman, if you are literally like pink class on Horde, people just want to be, they just want you. They don't really give a shit like what you are doing. They just want you in their group. They just want you dropping those fat totems. You know, Shamans have a good life. Mages have a good life. Warrior has a good life. Rogues have a good life too. To be an undead rogue in vanilla, man, pretty fun. I mean, just fucking with people and stuff, right? Like, I feel like Rogue has a pretty solid existence. Who has it the worst? Warlock, maybe. Warlock's kind of dog water. The PvE experience is kind of dog shit on Warlock. Having to summon people, you're never really blasting super hard. Like, you're struggling with threat if you're on Horde side. Yeah, Warlock is rough, dude. It's probably the worst. You're putting up little bitch-ass curses all the time. Druids not. I think Druids are good. But yeah, I think it's boring. I think Druids are actually good, but they're boring. That's my guess on it. You know, brown class wants you, so you're chilling. Easy as fuck to gear. Pretty good at leveling, like pretty solid all around. Like, you can play multiple specs and stuff like that, but you don't look that cool. You're a little furry, right? You have a few forms and stuff. Like, you get your gear pretty quick. You're never really like, I mean, you can kind of Giga Blast. Like, that might be one thing that the orange class enjoyers like cling to. Just surprising people with how much damage they can do. If you're like really into the power shifting and all that, I think that can be pretty fun. Power shifting and min-max, that makes min-maxing that like crazy and actually do, you know, blasting really hard. I think Drew is pretty fun though. Okay, let's see here. So I'll set my Hearthstone. Yo, what's up, Rafflington? We're going back the good old-fashioned vanilla. We're still gonna play Sod for everybody watching. I have a 50 warrior. I just got my runes on my warrior. I got the taste for blood rune. I got the precision timing rune. I pretty much got all the runes, and then I got some okay gear. I'm looking alright on my war, so I'm gonna raid next lockout. But we're gonna also play Era on here. Kitty Druids with Mano Crab Pummelers absolutely destroy. They do. And I'm lucky to have played during a time where that felt like fresh technology. There is a guy, his name was Shado. Probably doesn't play anymore. He was like a European dude. And he was the first guy to like popularize that. He came out with a video of him blasting in BWL. He was literally top DPS on the fucking the Draconoid guy. And he like popularized that whole thing. Train class spells. We haven't seen our XP this whole time. There it is. Okay, we're close to 8. Your duo leveling comp video was top tier. That's another really fun thing about vanilla too, man. You can just duo level in vanilla with some amazing class comps, get some amazing synergy. The pacing feels really good. Just, that's a standalone game for me at least. Even take away the rating, take away the ranking, take away all that. Just leveling in vanilla, solo, like just kind of beating your own time, trying to speedrun best you can, or duo leveling with somebody and trying to get good times like that is already infinite content loop. It's truly an amazing game. No, we're not done with SOD. We're going to keep playing SOD as well. When I think about it, vanilla is balanced. That's my take. It's balanced, and it's not balanced with regard to one little metric. It's balanced when you consider everything. When you consider everything, and even Warlock, I do think probably has the worst experience overall. Even Warlock, I played one in summer 2019. There are still some cool things, right? Like being SM Ruin in Warsong is pretty fun. Like you can have some massive impact. Like you are the pound for pound heavyweight champ if you're out, you know, in the open world as SL. Like you're an unkillable god among men. Like that's really, really cool. Like you win all the duel tournaments. Warlock gearing is kind of easy. I don't know. I'm kind of coping though. Warlock's kind of dog shit. Trying to think. Vanilla is balanced except for Warlocks. You have to remind me. What's the good thing about Warlocks, guys? You have to remind me. Please help me out here. Help me out here. It's kind of rough, dude. Maybe I'm biased. Did you catch the Era PvP competition? Twin Emps tank? That's not fun. You have to get all that special gear. You have a lot of pressure. That's... I don't know, dude. I mean... That's not a W for me. Soul Link, Keck, free mount. Yeah, free mount. Yep, free mount. That's it. That's Warlock's awesome. Warlock's leveling feels so good. It does. Warlock leveling does feel so good. Multi-dotting does feel so good. 100%. I think they're really fun in BGs too. Really good in BGs. Like I'm talking AV and stuff when you're just not like necessarily Warsong. They're very good in BGs. Leveling is good on Warlock. It's fun. Best looking gear. True. Their gear is very, very cool looking. You're right. Yeah, PvP. Yeah. PvP gods. They're quite strong, but just don't ignore the fact that you need 19 shards to play the class. You need 19 shards per 15 minutes. Just ignore that part. That's a huge part though, bro. I'm telling you. That's a huge part. Summon bitch. Yep, they can look forward to that too. Shard farming does burn me out, not gonna lie. Don't bring up the shard farming. I'm telling you, the shard farming is straight up depressing. If you're ranking on Warlock, you just want to... Maybe we go no changes, but they just make shards BOE and you can buy them on the auction house. Thoughts? Maybe we just do that. You just keep the game how it is. Have mercy on the poor Warlocks. They stack up to 100, you can buy them on the auction house. Warriors are just nuts and classic inflated, right? Yeah. Yeah, Warriors are awesome, dude. And I like the skill expression. After raid, I'll be there. We going Horde? No shot, dude. What? We got Shobi, dude. We got the Bankai fucking Kingpin in here. What's up, man? For real, you're gonna play Deviant Delight? Let's get it, bro. Horde? Yeah, let's go Horde. You wanna do some dungeons and stuff, man? That's awesome, dude. I'm gonna do Troll? Hell yeah. What class you wanna go? Oh my god, we're about to make it pop off now. I can sense it. I feel the spidey senses going. This might be the start of maybe a push towards like them doing classic era fresh, right? Like, okay, if there was a good amount of people playing on here, that would send a message to Blizzard that maybe we should do classic era fresh, right? That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying is that's literally how hardcore started. That's all I'm saying, dude. It's literally how it started. And I remember having early conversations with Blizz, and they were like, the best thing you can do is just get like the numbers up. You know, it's just a data thing. Like, show that there's people playing. Yeah. Community events. Yeah, we're bringing back community events too. This weekend there's going to be an SFK dungeon draft. If you guys remember those, we did those before. It's going to be on Gray's channel. It's going to be on SOD, and that actually is going to be really fun. Like the leveling meta with all the runes and the new stuff. Like I said, like I don't want to be a hypocrite here. Like, this is my 2024 take on the classic environment for me, Cargos. Like, this is my classic. We have era and hopefully era fresh on an annual basis. We have hardcore, and there's some kind of roadmap for hardcore, and like there always will be some kind of pulse for it because, you know, it's a fun way to play the game. And then SOD is our cataclysm. SOD is this where they experiment, they try new things, they iterate on the game, they try to create a future for the game, and they do so as respectfully as possible. And you have to, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel with that is that in a few short months, right, we're gonna get Karazhan, dude. Vanilla Karazhan is happening. That's gonna happen. That's sick. Even if you are bored of phase 3 or whatever, or you think SOD is retail minus, everybody's trying to see that, right? If we just got a little era pulse going too, where you can have your cake and eat it too, you're playing some OG vanilla. You remember the troll rogue dudes in PTR that would clap streamers? Yeah, they're like called Ooga Booga or something. I remember that, bro. Oh shit, Hero Vision, man, with the prime. Thank you, dude. 7 months of support. Love to see it, Hero. Good to see you, bro. Hero, long-time supporter of their channel. Hardcore OG. Do you still have your Blizzard connections, Cargos? Tell them we want fresh. I do know some people, bro, but I'm ancient history. I left all the discords. I don't have much pull anymore. But I can tell you though, they pay attention to this type of stuff. Like, if there's a big push on a classic era server, you know, that's probably the best thing we could do. Yeah, the Oogas, yeah. I remember that. That's awesome though. Shobek's gonna play that. That's gonna bring in some hype.
Speak, friend.
We don't have to overextend, man. We don't have to go crazy and say we're gonna clear the content by a certain amount of time. Let's just take our time, bro. Sip the wine from the glass slowly, right?
Strength.
It's a PvP server too. I know that's right up Shobek's alley. So like, maybe we can do some things. Too bad I'm on EU. Otherwise, I would join Cargos. But I wish you guys luck. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, there might be an EU push. That's how it started with hardcore too, man. Like, it started off on Bloodsail on NA, and then EU wanted to get a piece of the action too. So they made a hardcore community on Hydraxia and Waterlords, and then that grew into a massive thing too. And I want to say that it got bigger than Bloodsail at one point. I want to live in a world where Blizzard runs, where Cargos runs Blizzard. I'm just a vanilla WoW guy. Damn, man, the Bloodsail days, yeah. Cargos, you were just as legendary as you were today during the hardcore holidays. You've made an undeniable impact on our community, and we are better for it. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I appreciate it, man. I do. I appreciate it. I've made a lot of mistakes. I haven't played my cards right the whole time. I think if I did, I could be, much more successful as a streamer and all that type of stuff. But I will tell you, bro, I've always had the game's best interest at heart, and I always took pride in like the vanilla in the culture that we had, you know, with classic, like what I was saying before about going to bat for vanilla, kind of like defending the game and just not always shitting on it, and pretty much enjoying fresh and pushing all that type of stuff. That was big for me. And when I first got into, you know, making content and watching some of the early days videos, like that was the culture that drew me in. I was like, oh dude, this is sick. I've tried to carry that with me the whole time. Yeah. Can we do a hardcore soul stuff on Shaman Orc one day? Sure, man. Yeah, absolutely. But what class do you guys think has it the best in vanilla overall? Man. I don't know. Not mage? Oh, great wizard in the house. Yo, what's up, man? Mage. What about paladin, guys? We haven't talked about paladin at all today. Does paladin have a good experience in vanilla? Let's think. I mean, they are insane. They are insanely good. They're super in demand. They're the best healers. They're just the best healers. They're amazing in PvP. But it's holy, right? Prot. I mean, remind me with Prot again. Like, you can tank dungeons on normal vanilla. It's fine. You can tank dungeons, no problem. It's just on hardcore that it kind of sucks, right? Because you don't have taunt. That's like too risky. But Prot Pally, you know, you can AoE grind and level up like that. You can kind of twink them out. You can tank dungeons as them. You can tank a lot of stuff with them if you do like the blessing spams, right? So there is something to do on the Prot side of things. Ret is pretty cope. Healing Paladin is boring. I think Paladin has a pretty good ride though. They're just really in demand, and they're the best healers. They're just the best healers. Showback in the house. Oh baby, let's see what he rolled. Rogue, right? Rogue. I'm guessing Troll Rogue in 3, 2, 1. Yup. Never gets tired of the Rogue. Alright, Showback. Oh my god, let's see how many people we got online. 54, it's not bad. Oh shit, the guild's called We Want Fresh. Oh, okay, I'm with it. That's a sick name. I'm with it, dude. We Want Fresh, what a name. Oh, I like it. I like it, dude. I remember your bald BT1 hardcore pally. Me too. Fresh movement pog. Yes, sir. It's been going for a little bit, but we're on a Deviant Delight Nom Nom. It's a RP PvP server. So unlike Bloodsail, it's, you know, it's not just RP. And they've been going for about a month and a half apparently. And they posted on Reddit and they tried to, you know, do everything they could to get it going. But we're here to reinforce, sending reinforcements right now. We got old washed up cargos gonna play here now too. We got Big Showback on the scene. Sick server, yeah. But apparently, what Aladar was saying on stream is that the why they chose it is that it was a completely desolated server, so that nobody was really playing here. So they saw it as an opportunity to do a community fresh because there's not really any guilds raiding. Yeah, that's the thing about being washed up. It means you're clean as fuck. It's true. It's true. And honestly, I don't have to be as like politically correct and don't have to. You know, I'm not really in a leadership position or anything, you know, with the hardcore community, with anything, with like projects working, you know, with Blizz or anything like that. Like I'll just keep it 1,000 with you guys, honestly. That's kind of what I'm saying about Kata. Like I was watching that interview that Cric was doing, and something was just, it was making me feel a certain kind of way. Like I was just, with all this change and all this, with Kata being classic now, and that being a real thing, just made me want to go back to vanilla even more. where people can transfer here and ruin the economy. Yeah. Yeah, they can. That's kind of like the boner killer, that people could transfer here. I think they're saying that they have some kind of system where they're tracking all the characters that are starting, and if you transfer, like, you're not allowed to play, which seems kind of bad, like gatekeepy, but what else are you gonna do, man? Like, you're trying to do a community thing here, so again, I'm not in a leadership role on this. I'm just a gamer. I'm just here. I don't know if Aladar is the leader of it or what, but I'm just here to game and just enjoy and chill. I'm not sweating it, enforcing policies and stuff. No, this is just normal vanilla, bro. Deviant Delay is blowing up small great community. We don't allow transfers into the guild. Okay, so it's just into the guild, yeah. Reject modernity, embrace vanilla. I mean, my thing is, bro, like I said before, I'll say it again. I'll just try to drive the point home. I think SOD, if you're a vanilla gamer, we're already a small niche enough community, man. Like, let's embrace SOD, and let's also embrace Era, and embrace Hardcore. Whoa. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Why do I have Victory Rush? What? What the fuck? You see that? There's Victory Rush on my bars. This guy just traded me a sharpening stone and something glitched out of the matrix and put on my... Can somebody clip that? Maybe we could... Oh, maybe we could... Yeah, maybe that's how we get them to make fresh. Sod has bleeded over into Era? No way, dude. Lots of bugs. Oh my gosh. Bro, what? It's okay, it's okay. Like, right as I'm about to say we should embrace Sod. What have they done to my game? No, guys, okay. Relax, relax. Sod is... I'm telling you, man. Like, just have faith. Like, they can make SOD better over time. They might call it something different next season, and maybe season of mastery, season of discovery. That's like our cata, dude. That's where we can do some like potential experimental changes, see what it does to the game. But as long as there's a pulse on Era, because okay, Great Wizard, right? You were unhappy with SOD, but if there was a schedule of vanilla fresh and there was a pulse for just regular good old 1x vanilla fresh, you would be happy, right? Like, why not? So it's purely just a bonus. We have 3 things we can do just on the vanilla side of things. That's just the missing piece right now. Season of Degeneracy. They got like 4 people working on SOD. Yeah, maybe. I am home now. Oh my god, what class am I gonna play? I feel you on that, bro. We just sat at the loading screen for like a couple hours today. I think we're gonna need healers though. Nobody's trying to play healer. What's the most fun healer to play? Healing class. It's gotta be Shaman, right? Shaman for sure. 100% Shaman. You heal during the day, then by night you just go one-tap people as Ellie. That's gotta be it. I honestly need to experience Shaman maining one time before my career with vanilla is over. Is it sick, guys? Who played Ellie Shaman as a main before in here? Who's a rank 14 Ellie Shaman in here? Is it as good as it looks? Like, dude, on Psalm maybe it was different gravy. On Psalm, the Ellie Shamans were insane. I still remember him. There's this guy named Ghostface. Does anybody remember that in Psalm? There was a Ghostface pre-made. You would literally get one tapped the second you see them. 100-0. They always had lip on them. Unbeatable. It was just unbeatable. I was doomed to heal on raids. Ellie was the shit though. Shaman is so nice. Yeah. Lip 2 OP, honestly. Yeah. They're crazy. That is a really humbling moment. You're brown class, you have all this gear. You're supposed to be a Giga Chad. You charge in. You get no rage because they lip instantly. It's all about popping lip early enough, I feel, to stop the warrior from getting any momentum. They just insta-lip and just cleanly one-tap you. And they can do this every time. It's just a simple... What's the potion cooldown? 2 minutes? That's really what it comes down to. What is lip? It's called limited invulnerability push and gives you physical damage immunity for like 5 seconds. And as long as they do it early, like as soon as you charge them, I mean, you're fried, dude. You're so fried. What is that victory rush though? Yeah, let's just ignore that, dude. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I don't have victory rush as a hunter. Don't worry. Victory rush and era. You can one-shot rank 14 warriors as Ellie. Yup. 100%. Would you agree though, Great Wizard, that Horde is stronger than Alliance in PvP? I feel like that is my take. I asked this guy named, he was the leader of Vampire Clan. Do you guys remember this guy? And he was kind of edgy, dude. Like they had like a bad reputation. Kinda like they were kind of mean in a way, like. And he was a friend of mine, and he was like almost like coached me with vanilla PvP. Someone's gonna know his name, please, someone. He made a bunch of videos and stuff too. He made like a worse on Gulch guide. Oh man, it's gonna bug me, dude. Let me go find it. Vampire Clan. Vanilla, wow. He was a streamer too. No one remembers? You guys are washed, man. Let me see. Nope, not Mad Season. It was OG Haptics. There it is. OG Haptics. Nope, not Tips Out. Not Tips Out. You guys remember OG Haptics? I bet you OG Jeffrey and Great Wizard and all of them, you remember that guy, right? But he was, you know, really into the vanilla WoW PvP. He made a ton of guides and stuff, and I remember he was like kind of a mentor-ish in the early days for me, like just asking him a bunch of questions and stuff. And he thought that at the highest level that it was even Alliance, but it's harder for Alliance overall. But it's harder to execute, and that basically the way you win as Alliance in vanilla is you have to outlast the Horde. You have to outlast. You have to kind of like fake back. So you go in, you kind of bait some cooldowns and some mana usage and stuff like that. Because basically what he was telling me, and it was true in practice as we were ranking, like, yeah, we had some mild success with it, is that the Paladins can last way longer than the Shamans, right? Paladins are like infinite mana. They're never So if you can just kind of stall out the mid fight in like a war song as Alliance, that's how you win versus Horde. If you go charge mid as Alliance and try to be a hero, guess what happens? You get quickly one tapped. You just get NPC deleted from the game files. So you have to fake. You have to fake. If Alliance turtle with the flag and the banana with a good hunter, it's pretty tough in Warsong. Yeah. But I think Horde is better than Alliance, like overall. Horde is also cooler. Also, don't forget that is true. Horde is that is a fact. Horde is much cooler. You are right. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy how balanced the game is in a lot of ways. Nikki Night Night. Oh hell yeah, cargo's on classic era. This is what the people need. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you, bro. Thanks, man. Yeah, come through, guys. Are on Deviant Delight. Deviant Delight. It's a cool server name, though, right? I like it. That's a beloved item, and it's not corny. Horde over Alliance always was, always will be. Go in. Oh, we just missed it. Sorry, bro. Trying to think of the other reasons why Alliance is so good, though. Double sharpening stone is kind of insane. PvD native in 2019. I'll just wait for the June 29 fresh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there too. I'll play that for a bit too. Sounds fun, man. Double sharpening can't be better than Wind Fury. It kind of is though. Like, yeah, no, I get Wind Fury is better, but I'm talking about like you get Paladin stuff though. I just like the quality of life of having double sharpening stone on an alliance and not having to worry about the Wind Fury. Sword spec. Sword spec is so much fun, bro. 100%. Sword spec with Hodge. Just live for those one taps. Did you already say Fear Ward too? Yeah, Fear Ward, 100% true. The tanky priest too with Divine Prayer or whatever. Hot take. Give us a classic arena tourney where we can do our own WCG community matches like a sanctioned hen house. Thing is, you know we can do that though, right? That's on us. They put a pretty sick esports looking client into the game where you can war game each other, and we have done that before on hardcore and casted events like that, and it was really fun. For some reason, the WoW PvP community doesn't really do many tournaments amongst themselves, and at least in my take has always been a bit like mean-spirited in a way. It's rare for them to do like wholesome community events. I mean, OTK did a couple things right with Asmon, but that's about it. Like they don't create, they don't really create their own like leagues and stuff like that. Yeah. What's the best all-around pickleball paddle money can buy? That would be a Gen 3 Jula, good sir. Maybe just get a Gen 2 one though if you want to save a little bit, but I'll just get the Gen 3 Hyperion 16mm, my boy. That's what I use. That shit slaps. OTK Makara was the biggest WoW event ever. And what if I told you, bro? This is just my take. I'm biased. You know who really came up with the Makara? It wasn't OTK. It was my boy Cheesy Goodness and Samwise and all those hardcore gamers. They were doing that shit before. OTK obviously put like great production value in it and like a giga massive prize pool and stuff, but you know, that format, I just want to give credit where credit's due. I believe they came up with that, like, and we're the first to like run tournaments like that. I love the Tips Out tournament. Yeah, Stone Coat, yep. Doing more views than the guys that tried to cancel you. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm not tripping. It's tough for me, man, because that dude was a big reason of why I'm here right now, doing streaming and making content and all this. Like, he was one of the first people I saw on the scene that was making content and making guides for this game. One of the first people that like that dragged me in, bro. Hamster Wheel Gaming, Baji Kebab, Orkbit, you know, Alex, fucking who else? Death Camp from Elderon, but that was a little bit later. So obviously that whole situation sucked, man, but it's tough for me. I wish it didn't go down that way, let me just say it like that. I said they should make it so you sign up in Gurubashi Arena to fight to the death and only those two can enter and everyone could watch, but instead they did duel to the death. Yeah. I mean, it's a great sandbox. There's a lot of stuff we can do. Even Gurubashi Arena as is, we could do stuff as a community. And I feel like we have done stuff as a community. We have done a good job. I feel like that's kind of been our niche tactics since the beginning. We're like the one little mini sub faction of like classic WoW people that have the energy to put on community events. And we did a lot of different events, bro. Dozens of events over the years. A lot of them were small and whatever, but Good Morning Azeroth, it was so fucking good. Podcast, man. I used to rewatch some of the episodes, like the one with the vanilla dev 3 to 4 times. 100%, dude. That interview with Kevin Jordan, one of the most starstruck times of my entire life, being able to talk with him. It was trippy to talk to the guy who made every talent, and all the classes are literally his children. And we talked with John Stats too. That's more like that star strikes me more than, you know, meeting Kanye West or something, or Kim Kardashian, or any of the, you know, giga celebrities or whatever. Like, as it was wild. What was his name? Kevin Jordan, and he narrated the Road to Rag trailer. Yo, actually, you know what we need to do, guys? You know what we need to do? This is what we need to do right now. I'm gonna put it on right now. We need to watch this, guys. If you're yearning to play Vanilla WoW, if you are looking for a classic era fresh, this is what you need to watch right now. Okay, type a 1 in the chat if you are with me, if you are conscious right now, if you are alive and listening to this. This, what I'm about to play, is the single proudest thing in my whole like career of doing content and all this. The single proudest piece of media that I ever made, or had a part in making, like produced, right? I'm glad you guys are with me. So the person who did all the machinima and stuff was Platinum WoW. You guys know Platinum, right? I knew him when he was a small, tiny channel. He just had a few videos on his channel called like Vanilla Flavors and stuff, right? And the person narrating it was Kevin Jordan. He does a little part at the beginning. He came up with his own lines. That he invented for it. This is the godfather of all the classes and talents. He's narrating it. And this video encapsulates the entire vanilla experience so well, in my opinion. So I'm going to play it right now. Let me see if I can get it working, though. Just have an open mind and watch this, guys. Okay. I'm going to try to make it big. Music off, sound off. Here we go.
16 years have passed since mortals first stood united against the might of the Fire Lord. Now the mightiest of heroes must rise again to face this elemental threat. The drums of war thunder once again.
into my domain! Your arrogance will be purged in living flame! Retreat!
Hell yeah. So good, man. So good. So good. That was an awesome event, man. Road to Rag was sick. I just love how he did like the starting zones all the way to like killing Rag, right? Like just the power level increase. Yeah. So good. But I don't know, man. Like, it's just important to remember where we all started, right? It's important to remember the 2017 BlizzCon announcement, the Mark Kern petition, the original culture of no changes, the celebration of like fresh servers and just loving that vibe. It's important to remember that stuff, right? Because that's like our roots as a classic community, and like now we have Cataclysm out and stuff, and it's a little different now, right? There's a lot more retail players playing and stuff, but it would be nice to have like a classic fresh or something for the people who are still love vanilla most, right? Road to Rag is a success story. Should be interviewed. It was amazing. Road to Ragnaros was incredible. Yeah, I mean, even the hardcore server launch was incredible. Who would have thought you can beat all of vanilla WoW with one life? Post the link, please. Just type in Road to Rag trailer. You'll see it on YouTube. Yeah. It's so funny that we asked in 2017 to get away from all the modern WoW stuff they were putting in our face. Now we're in SOD in Kata. 100%. But do you fully blame them, though? Do you understand? Like, you know, we changed too over time, right? We were no changes because we just wanted vanilla so bad and wanted to go back so bad, and we didn't want to get some like abomination of a thing. Like, it makes sense why we wanted no changes and why that softened over time after we had a playthrough or two. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep like a broken record repeating it. I think what they did with Som and what they did with SOD were both like respectful to the original game or source material or what you want to call it. Like, Era was in the background that whole time. You know, and they structured Som and they structured SOD like as a temporary feeling type of thing, right? They put a little buff at the top right. They didn't make it feel like they're putting hands on our game permanently, right? They were just trying some things. So that's why I think it's good to have both. Like, we have SOD where we can try some things. There's new seasons and where we get excited about different new ideas and iterations, and then you have your Era fresh and you're good to go. Good to go, man. We don't have to necessarily only just play. I think it's worse, guys. If all we have is just Era and Era fresh 1x forever, that almost feels like delusional a little bit. Like, I love the game just as much as you guys, but there's only so many times you can run it back completely as is. Right? So I'm happy that we have that part of the ecosystem. Som was more reasoned and classic feeling. But the thing is, bro, remember the main feedback on Som was what? Main feedback was it wasn't different enough. I thought it was different enough. I thought the changes that they made were kind of subtle and changed the game. Hold on one second. I thought the changes that they made in Som were kind of subtle but had like more implications than you would think. I like what they did with the ranking system. They created hard modes for the bosses. More loot dropped in Som too, right? I think it was like one or two more pieces extra. Psalm was different enough IMO, but Sod is also 18 steps past that and too much. Yeah, but they tried one that was maybe in some people's mind not changed enough, and now they're trying Sod, which is too changed. They tried vanilla with no world buffs, and how was vanilla with no world buffs, guys? Kind of bad though, right? Like it was still. I'm still glad we got to do it. It was still enjoyable. I enjoyed Psalm, bro. I enjoyed it, but we kind of learned through that. You know, that world buffs are very much in the spirit of vanilla. They're very much a reason. They very much add to the world, and you can have your cake and eat it too with the Chrono Boon. That's the thing, bro. Before you say like, no, world buffs suck, like that's what made me burn out. Remember, guys, we have Chrono Boon now. I think Chrono Boon was kind of amazing. Yo, guys, Chrono Boon in Aerofresh or no? Fuck, dude. Chrono Boon in Aerofresh? Thoughts? Oof, bro, that's a change, dog. Chrono Boon and an Aerofresh? Oh, man, but are we opening the box again? The changes? Don't we just want to go no changes, dude? Oh, because remember, a lot of people were toxic with the world buffs and stuff, like the Dispellers and Griefers. Oh, man, this is above my pay grade, dude. Call up Kevin Jordan. Chrono Boon 100%. What if yo, guys, can someone do a poll or tactics if you're still there? If someone knows how to do that, I'm a Twitch noob. Like, would summer 2019 classic launch and the whole classic that we played back then, would it have been better if there was Boon from the start? Thoughts on this? Dude, there was a lot of people mauling about the griefing and the world buffs, mauling out of their mind. You remember Reddit, dude, every day. And you might think, yeah, better overall, yeah, but less insane stories, of course. But guys, think about it. I mean, being able to boon your buffs and then play your character all week. I'm just trying to be super sensitive because we're talking about going back to vanilla, right? So like the more little things you put in that are different, maybe we just end up with a little budget Psalm or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie though, a part of me thinks it'd be better with Boon in. But I'm not like dying on the cross on that one. I'm just trying to think out loud. Boon felt like an adaptation for a 2024 audience more so than a game design change. How do I have no mucus still, bro? We're getting so unlucky with the mucus here. I'd say wait until AQ to introduce the Boon. That early BRM PvP was so fun with the buffs on the line. Guys, is that fun though? Is that early BRM PvP with the buffs on the line fun? Pretty sure that shit is just stressful beyond belief. Me personally is not that fun, bro. I'm trying to get in and play the game, right, and get in there with the buffs. Like, oh my god, as a rogue, yeah. I don't know, man. This is above my pay grade. I'm watching the Kevin Jordan interview. You look so much better now. No offense. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, no offense taken. I did unwash myself recently. Not fun for most people, I'll be honest. There is some fun in the big guild fighting to get into the raids unless you are a raid trying to get in. But guys, do you remember the videos of apes on YouTube and stuff where they're all flying on the griffin together? This is some private server shit, and they all touch down at the same time, and you got that edgy Swedish voice coming through the speakers telling everybody to stay tight, and they're going into BRM and it's just fucking all sapper and like one shot everybody at the gates. When you do your 3-day fast, what water do you recommend? Oh, what water brand? I'm a big smart water enjoyer. I'm a big smart water enjoyer, dude. Where's this new server at? We're on a Deviant Delight. Deviant Delight. It's a NA server, RP PvP. How's the Alliance population on here, guys? Anybody playing Alliance here? Like, let's see how many online we have on Horde. 80 people, bro. It just went up 30 people in the last little bit. 80 people. Can we get up to 100? Can we get up to 100? Can we get up to 100 one time? Remember we were saying the same stuff about hardcore? Growing the guild in hardcore and watching it go up, and then we need a second guild. Maybe it's happening again, guys. Maybe, dude. I saw one person in the human starting zone. Okay, maybe we gotta boost it up. Are you playing HC or just straight classic? We're just playing straight classic. We're just vibing YOLO. But it is a RP PvP server. So there's a little spice there. Is there an ally guild? I think there is an ally guild, yeah. But my guess is Horde is more popular. You know what we need? We need Grace to go Alliance. We need like Zaryu to go play Alliance or something. Some like Giga Chad, like 1K Andy. Refresh is the ally guild. Horde has the better guild name, dude. We want Fresh. Peyo's a Horde guy, though. I don't think he's going Alliance. Nice, we got our Mucus finally. Okay. I'd be down to go ally. Yeah. GN? Oh, I can't GN, but I'm just a noob in the guild. I just joined myself. Somebody GN Soul, S-O-U-L. It's a good name, bro. You got that. Stay safe, yeah. Yo, what's up, Yerfedge? How's it going, man? This has been a super fun stream, guys. I appreciate you guys in here. I feel connected with y'all again. We're talking about the good old times. Yo, what private servers did you guys play, if any? What private server did you spend the most time in, if you played any? Did you see the HC PvP tournament? Thoughts? Yeah, I did the OTK one, right? Whisper Aladar in the guild. He's the main face of the movement. Oh, okay. All right. Officer Aladar. About time he's getting some spotlight. That's good, man. Northdale. Okay. Do you guys remember the era when Nost basically shut down and caved to Blizzard, right? And do you remember the initial community response right after that happened? You remember everyone, like, Nost wasn't the heroes back then. You remember that? Like, people were pissed. They were pissed. They thought that Nost was, like, selling out. They were being shills. Like, Blizzard paid them off, whatever scared them. And then they were, like, everyone 180'd on them. They became, like, the martyrs, you know? But I remember myself even typing some, like, forum post and being upset. I tried to find it one time. What keyboard do you have? I have a HyperX mechanical keyboard. I don't know the model. I can't remember what it was called, but I put a TBC one back in a second. You know, private servers are so old that back during original TBC, I was playing a TBC private server as well. It was a kind of a fun server though. We were just running around Black Temple like one-shotting stuff. But I'm pretty sure private servers have been around as long as WoW has been around. Yeah, day when everyone was just angry to lose their tune. Yeah. And remember they said they were shutting down. They made this announcement. They're like, we are shutting down indefinitely, but we will be handing off the database to a new team called Elysium. So your characters will be okay, and they have plans to relaunch it or whatever. And people were initially really pissed in the stars. And then, I'm not gonna lie, dude, that next wave of Elysium servers was lit. The next one was Zethker. Like, they had one that was called some, I forgot what it was called, and then that one I had like a scuff start on it. So then they released Zethker because there was so much hype, and the server was so overloaded and there was so much hype. They're like, okay, we need to release another one. And I was like, okay, maybe I can get off to a better start on this new one. Yeah, those fun servers were hilarious. Everyone had corrupted Ashbringer. Yeah. I used to play on like the private servers with obstacle courses and high jaw mountains. Yeah. I first learned about the shutdown in World Chat on Nos was devastated. But I just find it funny that the conversation that would always be raging in World Chat or whatever on these private servers, the main thing was wondering if Blizzard would ever make a real classic. And it was like that for a while. That was like the main debate. And a BlizzCon would come, right? It must have been like maybe 2016 BlizzCon. And people are getting, you know, all coped out of their mind, like, this is the year, boys. This is the year they're gonna announce it. I bet you Blizzard's gonna announce it. Did you see the schedule? Like, oh, there's a guy following me. Oh my god. There's a 60. Oh god, dude. Thank you, bro. Is this guy in the the right guild though? Let me see. And 5 gold. Sheesh. What? Maybe I can't accept this though. Let me see what guild he's in. Big boy Shaman. Oh, he's in this guild. Do I take this? This is on the guild, brother. Oh, thank you, bro. This guy's an officer. Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Shout out to Big Boy Shaman. Let's see his gear. Let's see how far they are into the progress. Ooh, look at this Prebis vibes right now. Look at this. Ooh, he's on that Prebis grind, my boys. Look at this. Second Wind, Briarwood, Reed. We're going back to basics. Hammer of Grace, dude. He's on that BRD gear set. He's rough out here, but this is like where you start, right? Robes of Exalt. He's on that teal dress out of Stratholme grind, the true classic experience. Sprite caster BRD cape. This is where they're at right now. This guy's probably like the most geared in the guild too. I bet. He's got Forging Seal. Yeah, this is that pre-this. All previous blue and getting gassed when an epic drops, yeah. Yeah, that's a hell of a trade.
Blood and thunder.
That's probably so much on this server right now. Getting 5 gold is probably crazy. Oh yeah.
What do you need?
How many people? Let me see. Maybe getting up to, oh, we need to get up to 100, boys. We're at 81. 81. I bet you when Showback goes live, it's gonna go crazy. Okay, let's go kill the Quote Wars. 14 slaughtered, juiced. 10. Oh, server, we're on a Deviant Delight. I'll type it in the chat for you. It's an RP PvP server. Aladar and a few Vanilla Andy classic enjoyer types. They were kind of sick of SOD. And again, that's not my take. SOD's still really fun to me. I'm still playing it. I still fully intend to play through it. And I got my warrior up to 50 and we're looking good. But they started this like fresh movement about a month ago. And it's been doing pretty good. And it feels right. The timing of everything. I think we're there. I think it's almost time for that classic era fresh. Get the org, my boy. They're dropping Rend at top of the hour. Wow. Top of the hour, 15 minutes. It's okay. I don't think I need it. I wonder if server transfers are a thing from era to era. I think they are. Yeah, I think you can probably transfer. But it's probably structured where like you try to keep all the activities within the guild and stuff. Need an EU realm? Yeah, you guys should go start one, man. We can help promote it and stuff if you get one going. Try to get a couple like EU streamers or something that have been craving era fresh. Maybe we can make a little push here, you know. we can get up to like maybe a couple thousand active players, is that too much? Is that coping? I don't know, dude. Maybe. Save Guzu from retail. Is the new guild for casuals or raiding? I'm not sure, bro. Honestly, I think it's just for chilling and playing vanilla. I don't know how much of like an agenda they have. Everlook 2? Yeah, I'll probably play that when it comes out. What is it called again? And what's the date of it? June 20 or something you said? Sounds fun. You know the worst thing about that Everlook server though, bro? Horrendous latency, if you live in California at least. So bad. So bad. Worst I've ever played in my entire life on any private server. I don't know where they're hosted. Terrible. I was playing Rogue too. Maybe that was it, because I think Rogue is the most sensitive class to that. Like, I'm talking multiple second delay on abilities. Like, borderline unplayable. But maybe if you live on the East Coast, it's a little better, you know? Yeah, Rogue and lag is no fun, yeah. Cash App is a big bummer, though. But I don't think you can pay for power, though, right? There's no way they'd be that shameless. Everlook didn't have that. Fresh like, let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. My plan is just to play this casually, man. Playing Hunter, we should level pretty reasonably fast. This server can be like era fresh waiting room. Era fresh waiting room. People who are waiting for era fresh, they just like play here and chill. I like it. It's just like a simple little goal. Taking a sod break. What up, Kaiser? No, I'm still playing sod. I played it this morning. My warlock is level 35, so he's getting up there. And my warrior's 50. I got all the runes I needed. I learned how to play arms today, which is crazy to me. You sit in battle stance in sod warrior. You only go berserker to berserker rage, and you try to like use your berserker rage right off the bat. And gladiator stance is actually good and can be viable. Overpowers your best damage per rage. It is a bit different from regular vanilla warrior, which is kind of cool. What sod server you on? I'm on a Crusader Strike. Yeah, I have a Horde and Alliance character on Crusader Strike. So I'll be raiding with maybe Bobka and Ampi and all them if they have any kind of like alt raid or something like that. I'm not trying to go super hard or anything like that. I don't really have the time for it. And then with Shobek and them, and maybe doing some world PvP with them on Alliance. We have a lot of raids in Swamp. Oh, nice. Cool, man. I think Boka was saying they have a Sunday raid. That'd be a good fit for me, maybe. Monk ass, yeah. That sound does suss me out too. Because on like the hardcore realms, I always had all the mobs people would kite and stuff, like Anvil Rage Overseers. Oh my god, on the unit scan. So I hear that noise and I'm fully alert. That was crazy, dude. Like, I do still believe all that griefing and stuff on hardcore was like super mean-spirited and fucked up. But there was some cool gameplay that was part of it as well. Like, they legit found mobs that were broken in the game and had no leash. And conducted real like WoW terrorism. Oh my god. The war flashback hit, yeah. The PTSD triggering. Son of Arugal. Some of it was kind of funny, bro. It's a sensitive topic for me, but yeah, I feel you on that, man. I feel you. Let me turn this unit scan off though. Unit scan kind of not needed for the vibe right now. Yeah. That kiting brought fear to HC, and I enjoyed it more than the official HC by Blizz. Yeah. I mean, did anybody enjoy Bloodsail more than the real hardcore servers? I don't honestly know where like just the average community stands. I mean, I'm sure it felt like super kind of like grassroots or something before the real thing launched. You remember how bad Griefing got on Bloodsail? Holy shit, there was a throwback. Dude, Cargos, there was like literally, I want to say 12. There could have been 20 people with my name on Bloodsail. Griefing people. Like, it was kind of funny, dude. It got to the point where most people thought I was just a legit creeper. Because a lot of people like didn't know like my history with the game and stuff, right? So they'd come into the stream and be like, yo, weren't you that dude that griefed me on the server yesterday? Bloodsail is a vibe, man. Now that it's all done and dusted, though, it's easier to have a laugh about it, you know? All that stuff is in the past now. Bloodsail was indeed a vibe, yeah. 100%, bro. Well, I thought we've just been duo leveling with this guy this whole time. He's been our trusty buddy. Archarus. Did Blizz launch a new fresh server or something? No, the community launched a new fresh. Community launched a new fresh. Even better, my boy. Where is it at? It's on Deviant Delight. There's a few old vanilla heads, private server guys and stuff that kind of started it, and they need some reinforcements, bro. Your vanilla brethren need some reinforcements, dude. So we out here. Even better, baby. Hunter on Fresh feels like I just went back in time. What's up, man? Yo, man, I learned how to play Arms Warrior today in SOD. It's kind of crazy. Is anybody maining Gladiator Stance Warrior inside right now? That could be some king shit right now. We were talking about how in vanilla you can be top DPS and tank. Is that the same in SOD? You can be a tank and have a potential to top DPS and be a tank? Because someone was telling me that they're good in PvP too. Kind of sounds super fun. Glad Stance is pretty much the best tank spec, and yeah, and it's like top tier DPS. Insane, dude. Uh-oh, Scalping Tomahawk of Strength. Upgrade alert. Nasty. Needing. It's hella fun. Yeah, it's top. That's crazy, bro. I honestly kind of want to go that spec if I can get a good shield. I'm maining Glide right now, only a little behind Fury. It's hella fun. Were you always this jacked, or did I miss something when you were streaming 2 years ago? No, man, I was completely washed. So like when I walked away from the game about a year ago, I was about 240, maybe like closer to 250. I want to say 240, but in reality it could have been 250. I'm a bigger guy. I'm a little bit over 6 foot and stuff, but I was obese, bro. Definitely. So when I left the space, I needed something else to apply my ADHD brain to. So I just kind of put it into the gym, playing pickleball, getting into like a healthier lifestyle. So I lost a ton of weight over the last year, and unwashed myself. Now I'm feeling pretty good, bro. Back in fighting shape. Just made a Tauren Warrior. Vibes. Tauren Warrior. Tauren Warrior. No Blood Fury though, bro. They look so cool though. Dual wield Tauren Warrior. Let's get the grind for a little bit. Dip toes and Barons and get the Rend real quick. Yeah, I got you, dude. I got you. Let's get it. Let's help our buddy out. He wants to get his... This is kind of a vibe though, guys, because there's no pressure. This is kind of fresh, but not really, right? Like, in reality, there's no pressure to get anywhere at any sort of rate of speed. So we're literally just like relaxing and playing the game. Glad you're back, man. Those pre-official HC runs went crazy. Yeah, man. We'll do some HC runs too. I think the thing people are sleeping on right now, they may not realize it, is that we're doing a hardcore tournament on Saturday. You guys realize that, right? And it's going to be some next level shit. It's going to be SFK. Art assets made. Farts made the trailer. Solo self-found? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Graze is the one. I'm going to be casting it. But yeah, it's going to be 4 hours to level on SOD. Don't have enough time. Oh wait, okay. But yeah, do you have a link for the keyboard you use? You want to have this nice ASMR clicking? I don't think they make many models of keyboard, Ben. It's just the full-size HyperX mechanical keyboard. I tried the smaller one that doesn't have the numpad on the right, but I didn't really like it. SFK in 4 hours is going to be brutal on SOD though. On SOD. But yeah, it's going to be brutal. That's the whole point. Do you guys remember those things? Zaryu and a lot of those guys played in them. Like, people were getting one-tapped by Verdun. You know, or getting one-tapped by Van Cleef. Like, you have to come up with a strategy to kill this stuff, like kiting it around or do whatever. But that's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a great show. On Saturday. Free to enter, of course. Are you going to look into doing guide videos again? It's possible, man. I could see myself doing like a rehaul of a lot of my vanilla guides, just with updated knowledge, just as like a love letter to the game. It's not going to get many views. There's not the hype or anything like there was in 2019, but if you really like this game and you like appreciate the mastery of it, I think it'd be kind of cool. You could do guides that are just with up-to-date knowledge. Get me in on the warrior one. Yeah. Be fun to just nerd out about the classes again, even though people know most of it. Your pickleball tournament is Sunday? Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing my first pro qualifier for pickleball this Sunday, so we'll see how that goes. Except taming the beast. Oh, I'm not 10 yet though, bro. I gotta grind to 10. What was that old WoW guide site? You had a couple guides. Cric had some. I want to make a new one for a project with React. That is a throwback. You talking about classic WoW.live. Yup. We actually had a whole leveling guide. Pre-RXP, pre-all of that stuff. Some of you might have used it on launch. It was free, and it was done in... it was like a web-based one. It was pretty good, too, like, for the resources we had. And we had, like, a bunch of community guides on there and stuff, but... I had to shut it down. Wait, is it SOD or HC or self-challenge on SOD? The tournament is it's HC, and I'm pretty sure it's solo self-found, but you can die outside of the world, like while you're leveling. It's just in the dungeon. If you die, you're disqualified, and that's just to prevent like griefing and stuff. Because people are gonna want to, try to fuck with people. So that's a little bit lame. You can die while leveling, but it is what it is. I still think it's gonna be really fun. I think the max level is 20. So the real question is, can you full clear SFK at level 20 in SOD? We'll see. That's low, right? Post results in Instagram, please. Oh yeah, we'll do. Any chance to do an HC run? Yeah, we'll do one, man. We'll do one for sure. No plans on going anywhere. But really, you should probably talk to Jake from Tree or San Medina for a warrior guide. Those guys are smart. It's funny you say San Medina, because San Medina was pretty He totally did a 180. Like, he used to not be into like min-maxing or guides or anything. He was like super casual before, but I see he's been doing a lot of SOD guides and stuff. But yeah, I just saw that guy, Jake from Tree, the other day. Whatever happened to Classic WoW Live? It's still up. It hasn't had any updates since DVC. I didn't even know it was still up, dude. Yeah, we just didn't have the time or energy to keep it going, so we just stopped updating it. Yeah, we'll see who we can, if there's going to be any Giga Chads playing in it. It'd be cool if Ampy would play, or Tactics, or whoever. Yeah, dog, I want to say you look great and it's good to see you back. Oh, I appreciate that, Maddie. Appreciate it. Yo, you guys remember Marky Mark as well? Any Vanilla guys? That's another throwback. A throwback guide maker. That was another dude that his content was fire to me back in the day. He ended up becoming like a real estate agent or whatever. You get, that's nostalgic for some of you, right? It's even just saying that. Ampy was interested when it was mentioned in the stream. I think he's going to. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be tight. Yo, Archros, you mind mob tagging me for a little bit if you're still here? I just gotta get 10 real quick, bro. If not, all good. I'm just gonna. I need to get 10, get this pack going. Yo, not bored yet with the Prime, dude. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. I'm glad there's so many people watching, man. That's crazy to me. We're just leveling on Era, taking it back to our roots today, and we have more viewers than ever. It's really cool. We're going fresh. Yeah, we're not going all in fresh. We're not going all in. It's not all in. But we're dipping our toes in the water. We're trying to show some love, show some support to the people that have been going hard here, because they rolled here as part of like a big fresh movement about a month ago. It's on Deviant Delight Mjolnir. Deviant Delight. What happened to Def Camp Melderon? Not sure, man. Def Camp might still be around. Melderon lives in LA now, and he's jacked and living his best life. Doing scientist things. Oh man, I'm not getting any tags. People just can't get enough of vanilla, man. It's a great time, especially when you don't have the flavor of the month streamers playing and destroying the gameplay. How so? What do you mean destroying the gameplay? I don't know, like I just can't help it. It feels so. It's always been that way for me. Like a small part of me. I don't even want to say it, bro. Honestly, I don't want to say it. I'm not saying it, but because some people like different things. But oh man, I don't know if the cat hype is real, dude. I don't know if people are really excited for it, truly. Oh man. But yeah, the pacing of it, vanilla just feels so good. It just feels so comfy, obviously. We all know it, we all love it. The pacing, the economy, herbs, ore, everything just hits the hardest in vanilla by like a freaking country mile. Arcane crystals, Lotus. Getting a Lotus in vanilla, is that the most satisfying thing WoW has ever made for gathering? I think so. Even just a little rich Thorian vein. Oh, the procking, dude, the flask procking in Som, you just reminded me of that. I totally forgot about that. That did feel so good. what you do is you just get with a homie who also had some money or some time to go collect resources. Like I teamed up with this druid named Swifty, and we combined mats, and we just split all the procs. Made so much golden psalm. Same, dude, same. Is this a community fresh? Yeah, it's a community fresh, man. We're on DB at Delight. It's RP PvP. The story with the server is that it was a completely dead server. That's what Aladar was saying. Nobody was raiding. It was completely deserted. So it was a perfect place for this project. So a bunch of private server guys, vanilla guys, who were unsatisfied with the current state of SOD, they were like, you know what, we're just gonna roll here. Classic era fresh waiting room. Swifty? Nah, not that Swifty. It was a different one. Everyone bought like 5k gold in SOM. Economy was fucked. Even 5k gold was nothing in SOM. Well, what's worse, the economy in SOM or SOD? I honestly think SOD economy might be worse, bro. There's not really much on the AH. At least in SOM, at least on my server, there was a lot on the AH. There's like tons of, there was at least tons of, you know, raid consumes and stuff. SOD's pretty bare bones, man. You still enjoy SOD? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I want to play it and be able to have a take on it. And I played SOM with the community. I don't want to miss out on something fully. Almost there, bro. Just a couple more. Couple more. Oh, that is interesting. That you just reminded me of a take. Yeah, on SOM, they banned all the bots, or they tried to, right? They banned a huge amount of them, and instantly, a lot of stuff wasn't on the AH anymore. Raid consumes like ecos, they were not there anymore, and it was the weirdest thing. People on my server were sad that the bots got banned because there was nothing on the auction house. And it was the first time I'd ever heard that take. They're like, yo, bring the bots back. On TBC as well. Terracone went from 3 gold to 25 in a day. That's funny, dude. Oh, thank you, bro. I'm gonna add you, man. We should stick together, Archers. You wanna do some dungeons and stuff, bro? In a little bit. Ah, because the economy is so fucked after the bots left that you pay 30 gold for major mana potions. A bot-free classic fresh would be so sick. Let me think, though. Let me ask you a hard-hitting question. Ban bots or ban mage boosting? Go. Your choice. You can only ban one. This is the classic era fresh of your dreams. Coming this fall, 2024. Bots or mage boosting? Both. Okay, alright. Seems okay. You guys are on the same page then. Everyone's saying bots. Alright, okay. How about ban mage boosting or GDKP? I don't know. Come on. Pick your poison. You can ban only ban one. Ban GDKP or Mage Boost. Okay, we're more split now. We're more split. That's funny. We're like 50-50. Mage Boost lol. GDKP loot leveling. Yeah. It's funny. Guys, I just want to quickly say thank you very much for watching today. I need to start getting ready for the gym. I'm going to play some pickleball and do another round 2 of lifting some stuff, picking it up and putting it back down again. Thank you very much. This is like insane numbers in the stream. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad we can just vibe out to some vanilla. And we're actually gonna host Aladar. So this guy's been around forever. He's played a bunch of private servers. He's almost so vanilla to a fault. Like even maybe probably more so than me. Like he's all in vanilla gamer. Like I can at least play some modern versions like Sod and stuff like that, but Aladar is like vanilla or bust, and he's been around forever. I met him at BlizzCon 2019. He's been at like everything. He's a smaller streamer, so we're gonna host him, show him some love, hit him some follows. He's kind of like one of the faces of this movement on Deviant Delight. I have a feeling you guys are just gonna want to watch more Era like come tomorrow. We'll see if you guys want to watch Sod or Era. We'll feel it out. I'm down to play either. But yeah, be sure to follow the stream if you're new here. If you enjoyed your time. Just love vanilla. Just hope to keep the torch lit, keep the passion burning, right? And I'm glad we can have a place where we can all talk and still feel somewhat like 2017, 2019 vibes. But yeah, we're gonna host Aladar now, guys. Say hi to him for me. Follow the stream if you haven't, and we'll see you. We'll see you on the next one. Really, really good stream today. I was super happy with it. I appreciate all the support, all the love. Deviant Delight, baby. The guild is called We Want Fresh. If you want to join, maybe a late night stream, maybe not.